Hey boys, frogs are gay. Welcome to the Barely Planned Plod. Fuck!
You had one job, Shane.
One job.
Fuck off. Welcome to the Barely Planned Podcast. Thank you.
Finally got it.
Thanks.
Good job.
With me, Spotty McGee, Shane, and we got a few other boys here. What's your name, Evan?
Slippy Slappy Evan Doyle.
Oh fucking no, slip and slide, Evan. Cola Bear, fucking right boy.
Cola Bear.
Cola Bear. Cola Bear.
Asian boy Saoirse.
Asian boy Saoirse.
And I'm gay.
That's Mark.
Mark, of course you didn't. Of course you didn't stick with the format.
Mark Kevin Roach. Of course you
Mark underscore Kevin underscore Roach.
16.
fucking lives in.
If anyone wants to
Oxford Town.
friend him on Minecraft, now you know how. Mark Kevin 16.
Mark Kevin's
I changed it.
Alright,
Eat that pussy 445.
Today, we'll be talking about movies.
Movies, yeah.
movies. Fuck yeah,
2017 movies specifically.
2017 movies.
Oh no shit, Evan! I thought we were talking about 1997.
It could have been. Maybe we were talking about the original fucking Star Wars.
Maybe we were talking about
1997 was like the original Star Wars.
1997
That's
the original Star
really
Wars.
I don't fucking know, alright?
1960.
Alright, anyway, I got a list of movies here.
Just
So,
pop one off there and we'll start talking about it, shall we?
pop one off.
Pop one off.
Pop one off, shall we?
Flick the bean
what
with
did
that,
you guys think of... Let's start off with a good one. Logan.
Logan.
Forgot about it.
I love I love Logan, but I don't like it that much.
What?
You love Logan, but you don't like it. Please
No.
explain.
Are you okay,
Let me
Ryan?
explain, okay?
Elaborate, my boy.
Like, Logan was a great movie because, you know, it was the whole R-rated thing, and they actually got to see people fucking murderous, like, viciously die. But
That's always a plus.
that's always a plus. I didn't really care for the story that much.
Boy, the whole story was the point of it, though.
What was the point of it?
Yeah, I think it would have been great if remember the Wolverine, if the Wolverine had been R-rated.
Yeah. No, like, I don't like the whole, oh yeah, they're trying to get to a place that doesn't exist, air quotes.
But turns out it does exist.
It does exist, and that's like the plot. That's the whole plot.
Side note, I'm trying to like get movies that released earlier on in the year so that we don't have any like, you know, people going, oh fuck you spoilers and shit. Like, because you have like,
Oh yeah, this is gonna be.
Oh, yeah.
you've had almost
like
an entire fucking year.
Kingsman, The Golden Circle.
That
Ryan, we're
was not
sorry.
my fault, boy! I thought you had seen it!
Fucking
We doing
just
this?
Spoiler alert, Merlin
Anyone
dies. He
listening?
did
Oh,
not know
really?
that.
Oh,
He did not know
anyone
that.
listening,
I wouldn't
look,
know.
dude,
There's gonna be a lot of spoilers.
our boy Saoirse spoiled Kingsman Golden Circle.
I
Right,
did
so-
not. No.
You were about to deny the fact that you spoiled it on him, and you cannot.
I can't.
Okay, so
All right, yeah. Actually, let's just preface this.
Okay,
with-
so,
we're
yeah.
pretty much we're just gonna like not.
Spoiler
bother
alert if you haven't seen.
any movie.
any movie we mention.
Actually, a move that Evan missed over. Split.
Oh
Split, yeah.
Split. I actually think Split kicked off the year pretty fucking amazing.
It was.
Split was a good start to the year.
Split was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
I thought it
the
was
box
great.
office man.
Oh, the box office man.
He's a G.
Let's have
Shout
a-
out to that boy.
I
Moment
wasn't
of
there for
silence
that.
for the box office man, because he shall never return.
What? Yeah, because
Oh,
he
yeah.
got the box. There was a fucking new
Oh,
format.
yeah.
shit.
So the story time, as we were getting into Split, the line was out the door because it was pretty much opening night. And the way the cinema works is in our place is there's a place where you can get food and drinks and stuff, and there's like a box office, but the box office like never opened because nobody's bothered. So everyone just queues up where you buy popcorn and shit, and
The one
They get
time.
their-
it's,
tickets there as well, like.
it's got those fucking like where the bollards where everyone like.
What's it called?
I don't know.
There's like the queue.
It's
The
changed
queue.
now. It's changed now. The box office is gone.
Yeah, I know. That's
Yeah,
what we're
okay.
talking about.
That's the story.
This is the story.
Fucking rich.
So basically, we were there.
Like we were there anyway. The point of the story is it would have taken ages to queue up,
And
and
then-
then we just get in the door. As soon as we get in,
the
the
holy
Holy
man.
Grail, the light of God shines in. The shutters open, and you can only see his silhouette as angels cry behind him.
The best way
And then
to
he
describe
says,
it.
"Come on."
He looked.
gestures
I saw
towards
him.
us.
He looked at me. I was like, "Are you? This is really happening?" He's like,
Yes.
and I walked over. I was so proud. I was like, you are the man. I told him, you are the man.
It was as if Jesus himself came back to the dead just to give us tickets to
Came
Split.
back. He came back to the dead.
Came back to the dead.
Back to the Dead too.
Bam!
Sadly, Ryan went to go take a piss that day.
I didn't get to see. I
That
didn't-
day, the entire day.
I didn't get to
Fucking
witness
gone.
the holy man
Yeah, he-
give us tickets, but it was.
So did you get to go past the bit where they check the tickets to go for a piss?
Yeah.
You just like completely bypassed that whole thing.
I did. I bypassed that, which I thought was weird. I thought it was weird because like I can bypass that. Why didn't I just go into the and wait for you guys?
Yeah, wait.
Well, actually no. I think I
Because
didn't do
we
it.
weren't
Yeah.
even sure if we
I
would
wasn't
get
sure if
tickets.
you were going to get into it, so I was like,
You would have seen it for us,
I would have seen
boys.
it for you.
And then you could have spoiled it on us, boys.
I could've. Like you did with Kingsman Golden Circle.
Okay, we'll get back onto
Came
that,
out
okay?
this year.
Anyway, should we actually talk about the movie then?
Oh,
That'd
yeah,
probably be a
yeah,
good
yeah.
idea.
Split. James McAvoy.
Should
my boy.
we give a plot rundown?
Should we give a plot run?
They probably saw it. You probably saw it, didn't you?
Like,
you
I
guys
think-
saw it?
I don't think we're going to be giving like plot
We
rundowns.
have to
I think
because it's as if
like,
they can answer respect, but they can't. But who
Maybe,
cares?
maybe we should just give like our own general like thoughts.
General thoughts.
General thoughts. I thought it was great. Like
Yeah.
the
ending-
twist, if you haven't seen
Oh,
it,
the twist
fucking
was
amazing.
fantastic.
I think it was
Oh
great,
wait, yeah.
but
Wait,
yeah.
the which twist now?
The
I'm
twist
talking
that it's a
It's
Oh,
a
yeah,
sequel
it's
to
yeah,
Un-
that twist.
Unbreakable. I love
I thought you were
Unbreakable.
talking about the twist where it's like, oh shit, she got diddled.
She got diddled by her uncle.
But,
No, but
literally-
I thought that twist was absolute shit.
Oh, yeah,
that
the
was
end,
terrible.
the ending was very
It wasn't
Martha.
really- it
Yeah.
wasn't
You know,
really a
I'll,
twist.
like, I'll be
Up
honest.
to that, the whole
I thought that
thing.
it was a good movie, but I think it's forgettable because think about it. None of you guys remembered about it except for me.
I liked it though. I liked
I think it was good as well. Yeah.
But it's one of those films where you'll never
I think-
think about it, and then someone brings it up, and everyone will go, "Oh yeah, Split!
yeah.
Split
It's
was
like-
great."
Lads, I'll be honest. I think the ending, to be fair, was not that great.
No.
Yeah,
It wasn't
like,
that great,
The
to
thing
be
is,
fair, like-
with that movie,
I didn't like the
spend-
whole.
Fuck me, okay?
Which is like, oh yeah, like he turns into, think about it, like he turns into a monster and then runs away.
But no.
Yeah, but like if he
You
had
spend the
turned
entire
even
movie.
into more
He was
of a
just going off
monster,
into his own place,
you know,
you know?
if he had turned into more of a monster,
Evan, you're being rumbled in this
'cause-
bitch.
Shut the fuck up. He didn't even turn into a full monster. He just turned into a tall dude. Like that's the thing. If he
just some tall
like he was like stab proof. But if he had been an actual monster, that would have been cooler than oh
Yeah.
shit, I'm a veiny dude. I look like a dick. Like come on.
It was really like a, oh yeah, all these people who think they're perfect aren't perfect. It's the guys who don't think they're perfect are perfect. And I was like, oh.
The fuck? What are you talking about, boy?
That was
Like
not-
that was the whole premise
of
of the movie, because she was diddled.
oh right.
She got
so
to
it was
live
like
because
yeah.
she wasn't perfect.
oh the people who
Or she
are
was
Oh,
the
perfect.
people who are
yeah.
damaged are the most
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Exactly.
Seriously, if you clicked out of that and it stopped
The
recording, I
fucking
swear to God.
Rejoice! It's just, it was very rushed. I think the reason why we all kind of went, oh yeah, to that movie was because like
The ending didn't
If you
hit you.
bring up the
No.
fucking cheerleader effect,
yes,
I'll slap you.
no, it's not the fucking cheerleader effect.
It's the cheerleader effect.
That if you go in.
No,
not
no, no,
cheerleader.
no.
It's
Oh,
the,
keep going.
the group.
No, I
effect
didn't go with
mentality.
you guys to see that movie,
Oh, yeah,
and I
yeah,
still
true.
liked it. It was just the fact that you spent the entire movie, and it was a really good lead up. Like you spent the entire movie for ages going, oh yeah, this is fucking amazing, and the ending to it kind of ruined the whole thing. So at the time you're going, oh shit, but like later on when someone mentions that you think about the fond memories.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So the ending was like the ending wasn't even bad.
The
Like,
ending
that's
was
the thing.
subpar.
It wasn't bad. It was just.
I think
well,
it was
like-
literally just. It was just a movie that was made for the ending. The
No.
the
like-
plot twist ending.
No,
to
I
make
think
it
it
a
was.
sequel.
I think Mr. Shyamalanalan was in his house one day and he was like, "I have this great idea for a movie."
Let me bring
Let's go
back my
fuck
old
up the
movie.
microphone.
oh shit, yeah. I've got a great idea for a movie. And then he was just like he wrote like the first half hour in his head within 30 seconds. And then
Yeah.
he was just like, "Oh wait, I don't even have an ending for this."
fuck it, yeah.
No, but
It's like, fuck it. She cuts herself. She's fine.
no,
you know?
but like the reason I like Split Up so much is because I love Unbreakable.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was a
such a
really
good movie
good
when it came out.
So should we move on now? So out of 10 Korean flags, what would you give it?
I give it about. I give it about.
see,
seven
I
See,
think
I'd give the first hour a good 8 Korean flags, and then
Like-
at the last.
Wait, no,
I think
how
we should
good are
go for
Korean
five.
flags?
See,
North
this-
Korean
guys,
flags.
Yeah, but what's the exchange rate, Serge?
It's what it's.
Go fuck yourself,
Fuck
you
off.
idiot, Mark.
Fuck
Go
off.
fuck
1 to
yourself.
10.
It was implied, Mark.
Guys,
Oh,
okay.
that'd be a great way to start this podcast.
It
doing
was
in jokes,
implied.
the
Guys.
things they don't know about.
Yeah.
Right. You see, the system that we have in my family anyway is a system of 5, right? So 1 is absolutely unbearable, right?
You think we care about your
No,
family?
I'm just saying.
Boy!
I don't care about my family.
Bringing your
Why you bring them up?
I'm just saying that this is a reasonable system, okay?
Yeah.
1 is absolutely unbearable. 2 is watchable. 3 is an accurate representation of the genre. 4 is good. 5 is unmissable, right?
I'd give it a 4.
Okay, no, if
It's
we're
good.
going, hold
Like-
on. It's an accurate representation of the genre.
It's a weird
Is
genre. What
there
would you
a
genre
genre
that?
that's called horror, thriller, superhero?
Yes.
Really?
No, that's
It's
3
horror
genres.
And thriller and superhero.
And what is superhero? Where are you getting superhero out of?
Unbreakable is fucking superhero.
Yeah, but
movie.
Split wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Split is a
It's a sequel to
it's a
it.
sequel.
Yeah, but
to
he's not.
superhero
It's not a
movie.
superhero movie. Though.
He's a
That's
fucking
super villain then. I don't fucking know.
Supervillain. Who fucking cares?
Would you say? Okay, here's a question.
It was a
Would you
third, I
say
think,
there's
wasn't
going to be a third one, or was that just
yeah.
a cheeky little?
I think there's gonna be a next one. I think they.
Are you sure?
There will be a third one.
It
I
was
think.
literally a build up to a
No,
third movie.
but are you sure though? Because would
yeah,
you say?
he's confirmed it.
Oh, it's confirmed.
He's
Oh,
confirmed
okay,
it.
all right. I thought it was just gonna be like because
Split
everyone
two.
was kind of hyped with like, oh boy, new film, Bruce Willis, can't wait. Shut the fuck up, Evan.
Sorry. Yeah, I know.
Adam,
Stop
Stop
playing.
sliding with bitches, Evan.
That was Mark.
Bitches.
sliding with Mark.
Mark's Snapchat that you sent to me.
Anyway, so like you know, I thought it was just everyone
off
was
me.
Guys,
boys. Everyone was really hyped for like a new. It was like gonna be a brand new film, but I thought it was just gonna be like a little cheeky
Yeah,
in joke,
yeah.
like oh boy, it's actually all one universe, and it was just gonna be open ended, just cause like most movies are open ended, just because.
So
I
they
was
can make
actually
another one.
The thing is though, I think he left this movie way too long. Like, unless Unbreakable is your all-time favorite movie, you watch that shit. On
You would not have known about
like,
it, yeah.
like
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan because he's a fucking spaz type.
Okay, look, just because it's a good movie.
Just
okay?
because he masturbates to Tom Hanks.
Exactly.
Who doesn't
No,
not?
but you like I left that, and I actually do. I liked Unbreakable when I saw it, but I wouldn't. I forgot what that fucking plot twist was about. I couldn't remember. I had to look that shit up and then go.
No.
"Oh,
I knew, but just because he said the only reason I knew it was because it was Bruce Willis and he said it was Mr. Glass.
Yeah.
Everyone knows who Mr. Glass is.
I
Like.
forgot that shit.
okay, lads.
Except you, then. Okay,
Yeah.
everybody except you.
What are you talking about? You didn't remember that shit. I was like,
Yeah, but that's because I hadn't seen the film before I watched it, and I still knew
let's
who
move
Mr.
on.
Glass
Let's move on.
was.
Okay, lads. Next movie. I didn't see it, but I know that Shane did. John Wick Chapter 2.
John Wick.
Oh,
John Wick.
2.
John Wick Chapter 2.
I
Absolutely fucking
terrible
stellar.
movie,
I only
but
recently
amazing.
watched
You
both
know,
movies.
because the plot is shit.
Oh yeah,
But
no,
you don't-
it's
you
so
don't expect
well
it to.
done
No.
though,
I think the plot is good, but it's told in action.
and it's
The plot is told in
It's
action.
No, like-
so well done.
You don't get told, oh yeah, this is a bad motherfucker. We don't mess with this boy. We kind of
It's
do.
just it-
but you get shown why you don't mess
Yeah.
with this motherfucker. Like,
No, like I like the way. I know this is 2017 movies thing,
Yeah.
but in the first film, like you never at the very start, you don't see him do anything.
And like
Yeah.
it's
But
just
then it's just like the guy comes up and he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, he stole this guy's car. Whose car? John Wick."
yeah, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh shit!
He's like, "No, a fucking pencil."
guy
Kill the
from-
guy
who
in the
played
bar
fucking
with the
Sid.
fucking pencil.
the guy who played Sid from Ice Age gets scared of John Wick.
That's the guy who plays
No,
Sid.
that was
Sid?
that was the guy who plays Sid.
That's fucking
Oh
amazing.
my god. That's
Okay,
the guy
lads.
who played Sid.
Next movie. We all know it's the best movie. The Boss Baby.
I
just
watched
joking.
The
I'm
Boss
just-
Baby.
I'm just joking.
I haven't seen
No joke, I watched The Boss Baby and it was
I was
decent.
gonna say one actually.
Fucking Alec Baldwin.
My sister watched The Boss
Uh,
Baby and she said it was terrible.
But did your sister cried at Cars 3 though?
That's true. she did. She cried at Cars 3. I haven't watched it though, so I can't really judge her.
Yeah,
You know, I could cry at Cars 3. I've never seen it. I don't know.
Guys, I
In
was trying
fairness.
to think of the fucking song that was in Fast and Furious when he drives away, and for some reason I thought of "Wake Me Up Before You Go."
Accurate representation. No, but
Till
I
I
think about
see
this.
you again.
It could be a tearjerker.
Wake me up before
It could be a
you go,
tearjerker
go.
because Toy Story 3 almost made me cry.
I
That's-
cried at
that's
the
when
start of
Will
Up,
cried.
and I'm not afraid to admit it. The start of
No,
Up.
who didn't cry at the start of Up? To
Who
be fair,
didn't cry at the start of Up?
if you aren't, you are an emotionless bastard.
Up was scary.
It was a scary ride.
Scary, terrible,
Giant.
sad
What's
movie.
a phobia of balloons
Yeah, no.
called?
let me search the boys. Phobia.
Just as you're doing that, I was gonna mention one. What about Spider-Man?
Globophobia. Now wait, not yet. No, we'll get to that.
We'll get to
Ryan, going in style.
going and stuff.
With the
That's-
old and Robbie Williams,
That's like Morgan Freeman and
Alan Arkin, and fucking Michael Caine.
that was actually really cool.
I know.
Wait,
It
is that like a sequel? For some reason, I feel like that's a sequel to. Do you remember that film Last Vegas? That was like-
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
It seems
Oh,
like a
my
sequel
leg,
to it.
like-
It's got
By the way,
some
Ryan.
nice-
By the way, Shane, to answer your question, globophobia.
Globophobia.
Is that
Globophobia. Globophobia is the fear of balloons.
Going
The
on
more you know.
dials.
Don't say this
Speaking of-
podcast isn't education.
Speaking
Educational.
of it,
Oh yeah, it. I completely forgot about
I
that.
love it. I think
We would have
amazing.
got to it, boys. Like I'm going down the list of.
I know
months and shit.
Evan. Has
No,
some
no,
mixed
I have-
feelings.
You have some
I
mixed
have
feelings
mixed
of it, boy.
feelings.
because
Yeah.
he's fucking retarded.
Continuing
I just-
the meme, I haven't seen it.
personally, as
Hey.
That's your fault for not coming, boy.
I really like the original It. I think that it was like
It.
when I say It, I mean like the remake. Now, I think that the remake was
I think it was better.
bad as an It remake, but very, very good as a horror film. I think
Why-
it was
why-
really
Oh
good.
yeah,
bad as
yeah.
a
It was
remake,
bad
yeah.
compared to the other one,
Yeah.
but good by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just liked it.
I saw the first
I think.
because the first It.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? The boy.
Bottle cap.
Seriously,
I just think Bill,
I
Bill
watched-
Skarsgård is fucking amazing.
Amazing.
Oh, he is a
Fucking.
great-
He's absolutely amazing. I'm starting to watch him in Hemlock Grove, and he's fucking intense.
And what's Hemlock Grove?
it's
TV
like,
show, I think, is it?
It's a Netflix original series where I actually.
I think I've heard about this. Was like about.
Yeah. It's about this kid turns into a werewolf. That's all I know so far. I think the other people are witches and shit. I'm not really 100% sure, but I know that he's obsessed with blood. Like every time he fucks, blood gets involved.
Oh,
somehow.
so Bill Skarsgård fucks in this movie?
he fucks.
Okay,
Oh,
let's go.
I'm already watching it. I'm already.
Bill Skarsgård fucks. in
It's
this
going
movie.
into the memory bank.
It's going into the spank bank.
It's going into the spank bank. Bill Skarsgård seems like a really nice guy though. Whenever you see him in interviews, he's always
Yeah,
like,
he's like
he seems
also-
really humble.
He does seem humble, but he has that face where it's like
I'm gonna rape
he's
you.
weird.
He has a rapist face.
He's
Yeah,
a-
that's the thing.
Okay,
He
lads.
has a rapist face, and he can scope out
Lads.
two people at the same time.
Lads, one movie I know we all enjoyed.
Go on.
Baby Driver.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh, Baby
yes,
Driver.
no, that
Baby
was-
Driver was
Baby
fucking
Driver.
amazing.
Baby Driver was.
I haven't.
It was
seen
it was like
it's-
the
the
dark
thing-
horse. It was like you don't expect it to be like, oh shit, I
Yeah,
don't know
you didn't
going
went to-
in, and then you're like,
wait,
oh
hang-
fuck, it's great.
We went to see Baby Driver and Spider-Man: Homecoming on the same day.
That was
just
magical.
just for the meme. Like we went,
Just for the meme.
we wanted to go to two films at the same day just because
We wanted to experience
We
it.
went to go see Baby Driver just because it was out and we didn't really have much expectations for it. I
had
thought
a
it was
good
going to be
soundtrack, that was
good.
about it.
Yeah, we knew it had a good soundtrack. I thought it was going to be good, but I didn't have. I was blown away. Maybe it was just
Well-
because I went in with low expectations, but I don't know.
I think it was. I think when you went in, you're like, oh wait, I don't know how this is gonna be. There was much stress
See-
because this could have ruined the perfect year.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
get to that later.
The perfect
We'll
year.
get to that later.
It's already ruined, but
It's already ruined, but
I liked it though because I was going into it thinking, oh, it's just gonna be a cool movie, driving, cool soundtrack. But then you go into it and it's actually a full audio film. Like
yeah, you have to like
takes out
take, you have
his
to like.
earphones
Yeah.
and you hear the tinnitus. And
Yeah.
shit
Yeah,
in
there was,
his ears
there was some
ringing.
good,
It's
really,
fucking
really good
cool.
shit in it. But like one thing about the film though was that I had no idea what it was going into it. All I knew was the name.
Yeah.
I know about it. I know
thought-
what's going. I know
thought
what's
it
going
was
on.
gonna
We
be like one
ruined
of those
it.
really shitty sort of.
I
like,
knew.
Boss Baby sort of movies.
I knew the name.
I was expecting something like that. Like, oh, Baby Driver.
Hang on for a second. Did Rachel take my fucking mouse?
Nobody gives a fuck.
No one cares, Evan.
No, you were throwing them at us after she left.
Yeah. Afterwards?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Here I said that.
Anyway, all right, we can edit that bit out.
Okay.
Anyway,
don't put the pressure on me,
with the
boys.
film-
no, I'll
right?
do it. Anyway,
Starting off with the film though, like whenever it first started with the whole like scene at the start where he's like tapping on all that
Oh,
stuff.
bell bottoms.
Yeah. I'm just gonna straight up say I didn't really like that part.
I thought it was fucking
but once,
hilarious.
But once, yeah, I know. I thought it was funny, but it,
I
it
lost
kind
my
of
shit in that.
I know.
Yeah,
I
it was
heard it
funny,
like
it was funny.
first 5 minutes here.
I thought it was okay for the first couple of seconds, and then it kind of got drawn out for a while. But then whenever the whole chase scene started at the start, then that's when shit got good.
oh yeah.
I think.
the
I think.
180 in, 180 out.
I think the main reason why I think it was good is because of how the music went along with each shot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
the main
just
point of it.
fun.
It was like he was waiting, like he was like Edgar Wright was like,
Can we
yeah
just
boy.
talk about how amazing that editing was, though?
Oh,
It
it's
was
really?
Yeah, he had to sync. Like, he had to sync that shit up with
Every
the music.
shot was on the beat,
The-
and
every-
Every time a noise was made, it had to
The
go along with the beat of the
gunshots,
song.
Anytime he dropped something,
and the
Anything, like, even
the
walking was have to
amazing
go with the
graffiti
fucking beat of
at
it.
the
It was
start.
the
Oh.
pace,
When
it-
what song was he
It was,
singing?
I think it was Harlem Reggae.
I think
No,
it was,
no, that's
Um,
Egyptian reggae. No,
Egyptian reggae.
no, that wasn't it.
it was like it's like
song
that
is-
typical song that everyone knows, you know, fucking.
The one. I can't remember what song it
I'll
was.
get the soundtrack.
Anyway,
Yeah.
but
No, Margaret.
and the lyrics are up
Oh,
in the
yeah.
background.
No,
Like
but-
I didn't notice that at first.
But
But
I-
actually, yeah. Hang on. Now that I talk about that, I think it's good for one viewing. I didn't enjoy it nearly as much the second time round.
Okay.
If I had watched it once, I would have been like, "That was great." It's one of those things that's like, it's a fun experience. but
First
it's not
time watch,
something-
that's good.
It's like a roller coaster. You
Yeah.
go on a roller coaster for the first time, and it's amazing, and then you go on it the second time.
I was like, oh, it's okay. Yeah, it's
Well,
the same.
actually, to be fair though, like there has been roller coasters I've been on that have been like, I
We're
want to
not
do that
gonna-
again.
We're not gonna go into
Not
a
going into
discussion
roller
now
coasters.
about
No,
fucking
yeah, I know,
roller
but like
coaster.
along that lines, like I think this movie was like one of those roller coasters where you could do it a couple of times before it gets boring.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah,
Um,
maybe
I guess
maybe
it's
it was
sort
just
of
me.
it's
then.
One
sort of a
thing
mixed
though-
bag, I guess. Like everyone likes things
The one
differently.
thing I
you know?
liked about the music, they took from what mockumentaries do. There was never music that was coming from absolutely nowhere.
Oh, yeah, it was always-
From the iPod, yeah, it's
from
always
the
from
iPod,
the.
or it was coming from somewhere.
Yeah.
In the movie.
It wasn't just like omnipresent.
Yeah, it wasn't like ambient music like.
By the way, lads,
Yeah.
there's something I noticed, by the way, after I saw it the second time, is whenever it scales up the building, it looks like a fucking road. I did not notice that the first time.
Does it
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Yeah, just like a fucking, it's like a
Yeah,
yellow
it's got the-
lines
it's
up the
got the yellow
like
lines
up the
the
building, and it's basically a fucking road.
When
And it
he's
just says Baby Driver. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it looks like a road.
Have you guys seen it?
Oh, and can we? Okay, everybody who got tricked into thinking that his jumper was a vest and a shirt at this very start. who did? I know I did. I thought it was a vest. You told me you thought it was a vest.
I thought it was a vest, but like, I had my doubts because every time he moved, I thought it was like a shitty vest that stuck to his body or something.
That was what it. That was what it was.
Oh yeah, here, take a look at this.
That was what happened in the start of the movie.
That's actually-
That I didn't notice till the second. I was like, what the
Or
fuck?
yeah, so like at the start here, because this is a great talking about pictures on a podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but-
Like, so basically it's just like it's looking up a road and the road has got these columns and there's like double yellow lines in the middle of it made to look like it's, you know, the middle of a road.
A road,
and it's
It's fairly in detail because I didn't notice that the first time.
yeah,
anyway,
it's very subtle.
yeah.
Nice, I like it.
There was a lot of subtle stuff.
Thank
in-
God,
yeah,
cinema
in
sin,
that movie.
boys.
No, there was a lot of
Praise CinemaSins.
praise. There's a lot of subtle stuff in that movie. Like, for example, the lyrics. It's not blasting
Yeah.
it in your face. It's you have to like.
Listen,
The
notice
only
that shit. You have
the
to
only
pay
thing though,
attention. Yeah.
I thought that the foreshadowing and I think that it was very on the nose. The thing is though, like while there was a lot of subtle stuff in it, the lyrics to the songs were very on the nose. You know, like it was like I don't really know how to explain it, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna go about saying this. Like, but you know, the lyrics to the songs were very
obvious.
they were like basically spelling out everything that was happening in
Or-
the
Oh yeah, actually.
yeah, like the lyrics to
Another
the
pillar.
songs. It was like whenever it was a scene with Baby Driver and
Thank you.
and your Wan
Kevin Spacey? Was it?
your Wan. It was all the lyrics were like, "Hey, this dude's in love." You know, it wasn't like
My favorite thing though, my favorite scene is when they play Tequila
Oh,
and
yeah.
the gunshots line up
Oh,
with
that was
every
fucking
beat.
I think that was my favorite part. Was when, like the Tequila came on and wrong. I'm thinking of the wrong bit of the movie. Don't worry about
what
it.
thing?
Don't worry about it. Wrong bit of the movie.
Don't worry about it. By
I-
the way, you
My
might know
favorite,
a lot,
my favorite
don't
scene
worry
was
about
like
it.
when he walked in the cafe and he was drinking the coffee.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
it's like, oh yeah,
I'm never gonna give you up.
and he just turns over, looks at him like, hello there.
The first I like the first time I really noticed it because it didn't. I never really noticed it matching up with the music in the first chase scene.
Yeah.
But that bit when he's like walking in with the coffee and then he's putting out the bills and it's like dun 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 dun. You know, and he's like putting the bills out in tune
yeah.
with the music.
And then he fucking stops and the music stops. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my lord. Okay, lads, I think we should move on.
One more thing. When he gets his sunglasses slapped off his face.
You hold it the other
Fuck me.
Okay, a movie that I skipped over that I think Shane, you really want to see.
What?
Alien Covenant.
Alien Covenant.
I
That
heard
came
it
out
was
this year.
shit.
It did come out this year, yeah.
I heard
Alien
it
Covenant.
absolutely
That was
terrible.
no, it was good. That's the thing.
I haven't
Like
seen it.
you see, the thing with Prometheus and the thing with Alien Covenant is there's just two things that hold them back. One is that it's
Michael
alien.
Fassbender.
It's alien. Like
Yeah,
no one, you're never going to be able to hold them up to alien standard.
yeah.
And also, I'm like No matter what way I say this, it'll make me sound like I'm saying, if you don't like the movie, you're stupid. But you know, it's a very smart movie. It tries to be too smart for its own good.
Oh.
It's like, it does
It
things.
needs
It,
second
like,
watching,
in
yeah.
Prometheus especially, the characters do things that seem like they make no sense. But if you think about everything,
So, like, change your perspective.
It
Like,
makes
she
sense.
didn't fucking
the
run
eggs
to
and
No,
the
like the bit. There's this one bit in the start. Have you seen Prometheus?
I've seen Prometheus.
Yeah,
I've
you know
seen
that bit where he gets the like black goo and he puts it in your man's drink.
Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah,
why that
the
happened.
thing is, like everyone was like, "Wait, well, I don't understand why that happened." But the thing, he was talking to the guy and he was like, would do anything to get this research?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'd do anything." And he's really stressing, "I'd do anything." And then the robot guy, because he's a robot, he's like,
Logic it.
"I take this as." That means he'll
I gotta
be.
test on
He'll
you.
want to do this, you know. So he did. Like he'll be up for it. That's the thing.
That actually makes so much sense. To me, it was like, is he just trying
It tries
kill
to
him
be
for
too
no
smart.
reason?
It tries to be too smart.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
lads.
I didn't understand that until I watched a video on. Like this, it's just.
For me, Prometheus, I just didn't understand it the first time around, but like the second time I watched it, I thought it was a really good movie.
Yeah, like
Really good.
and the thing is though, it tries to be too smart and stupid at the same time because it's like, oh, all these different character motivations, but then this guy's just gonna fucking sniff a mushroom. It's like there's this one bit where a guy gets infected with the shit because he pops a mushroom on the ground, and it like sprays the shit in his face, and he just does nothing about it. He's just like, oh crap, I just got jizzed on, and then continues with, and then like fucking dies. You know, it's like.
No, but something I kind of was reluctant to watch. Alien Covenant has Danny McBride in it.
I don't know who's that.
Is it Danny McBride? He was in Step Brothers.
Wait, which guy? The
Not Will Ferrell, the other guy.
oh, wait, no, that's not the guy from Step Brothers. He
Wait,
was
what?
He was in World's End.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't in Step Brothers.
He was in Step Brothers.
No, you're
Oh.
thinking of the other guy. You're
Yeah,
thinking
you're
of.
thinking of
The other guy.
Oh, yeah,
He wasn't
looks
in
the
Step
same
Brothers.
as
Yeah.
him. Kind of.
Different. He looks the same, but it's different.
Yeah,
guy.
he looks the same, but it's different.
Yeah.
But
I only see him as a funny guy.
yeah,
Like,
he-
I couldn't
And like,
see-
you didn't
I
expect him in a
couldn't see
serious
I
movie,
couldn't
like,
see him
oh
being
yeah.
a serious
like
movie.
I didn't mind. He was all right. Like he didn't
Yeah.
have a very big part in it though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But like Alien Covenant, and especially and like the aliens in the alien, everyone was like, oh, these aliens aren't the same aliens as in
Xenomorphs.
These aliens aren't the same as
Excuse
xenomorphs. But you know, like
Fucking pleb.
because like the alien
Little fag.
like lore, as so to speak, is very like
did they go
specific.
into alien
Like it's
lore in this or some shit?
not really, but it's just kind of like, you know.
Was it not needed? Or
Because
like,
different types of aliens, if they come from different types of shit, you know? So
Yeah.
it's like, oh, but this isn't a xenomorph, what the fuck? But that's because it didn't come from a human, it came from, like, one of the engineers, you
Yeah.
know? So it looked different. Because in one of the earlier Alien movies, I can't remember, I think it was one of the Alien vs. Predator movies or something, he, like, the alien, like,
Went into
into a dog.
Oh, I thought it was a
And
bear.
it came out as, like, an alien dog-looking thing.
Oh.
So
No,
the
I
thing,
think that might
like,
have been 2.
no, it wasn't 2.
Actually,
I've seen-
speaking of
no, it could have been.
dogs-
I haven't seen 3 or 4.
yeah, I wonder where this is
Speaking of
going.
alien dogs, okay?
There's a 3 and a 4?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Resurrection and 3 and Resurrection. Yeah,
I only thought that there was 2.
no. I'm pretty sure they kill everybody off in the third one,
I
and
thought-
then the fourth one is supposed to be terrible.
I
Anyway.
watched. Yeah, go ahead.
Speaking of alien dogs.
Speaking of alien dogs.
Because you just made me think of it now. In the movie Planet 51, it's an anime.
Planet 51.
There is Xenomorph dog. It just made me think of it
forgot
now.
about Planet 51.
Planet 51. Jesus Christ.
That was
Okay.
It was like
Back in the
The
old
Rock-
days.
that was like-
I still
The
remember
Rock's
that
first
one
animation.
joke. I still remember that one joke, and it was like, "This is for number 1. This is for number 2. If you want to go number 3, can't help you."
Do you want me to continue on, lads? Next
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah, sure.
Actually,
continue.
no, I got a movie. Did any of you watch Life?
No, with
No, I didn't
Yes,
actually.
I
Life
did.
was-
I did watch Life.
Life was
That
actually really good.
It was very
It was
good.
very well.
I like Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Was
and Ryan Reynolds, boy.
Ryan Reynolds, yeah,
Ryan
was-
Reynolds
I-
as well.
Ryan Reynolds, he's good in the movie.
Yeah.
Kind of, but he's not in it enough to be like, oh wow, he was amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not big. It's not. He's not in it enough to be for it to be a Ryan Reynolds movie. Like,
Yeah,
it's
no,
a-
he's not.
It's very much a Jake Gyllenhaal movie,
very
is
much
it?
Jake Gyllenhaal. Because well, spoilers, he survives at the end.
Yeah. Who?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Wow.
Oh, does he?
Eh.
Oh, it's ambiguous.
It's ambiguous if he's alive or not. in
It's
the end.
ambiguous if the fucking population is alive
Yeah.
at this point.
See, all right. Do you care?
I don't care. No.
So Life is about they find life on they finally get something back from Mars, Like we've been sending shit to it. Now we're finally taking something back, and they find like a.
It's like, fuck you, Mars.
it's
We've
like
been
a
giving you all this shit. Now we're taking it back.
It's like a microbial.
We gave you diamonds, Mars. What do you want from us?
But it starts to like actually grow at a like fast rate. It starts killing off characters, including Ryan Reynolds.
By the way in which it kills off the characters is fucking stellar. Like, no pun intended, but it is.
And like you see it evolve through the whole movie.
Man.
Like it grows
It
grows a
changes
face. You see
Oh,
it
it grows a
getting
face?
limbs and stuff.
Yeah.
But it is definitely like very. What's the name for octopuses and shit?
Octopussy.
Octopuses. It's very.
It gets very octopusy.
Anthropods or something like that.
Anthropods? Is it anthropods?
Look it up there right now.
Oh no, you're thinking of anthropomorphic. But anthropomorphic is like,
That's like
animals
when
that look
something-
like humans.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, never mind then.
It's very. I don't even know if it's squid-like.
It was very like.
Yeah,
fucking
it's
wriggly.
Tentacly.
And it can take
It was very
Tentacles.
Lovecraftian,
It
wasn't
could
it?
definitely the reason I say that is because it can like contort itself into
Yeah.
such small places, like
Oh, cool.
which is a big thing in the whole movie.
Yeah,
Yeah?
it really is.
That sounds like when I first said it sounded like a weird thing to mention, but it's a massive thing in the movie. 'cause
And, like,
Oh, that's cool.
It's not just because it can go through vents. It kills someone by going into their oxygen tank.
and
Oh,
then
shit.
inside them.
And
That's cool.
Basically, fucking, or well, kind of inside them as well. But like, it breaks their when your one was outside the actual thing. It breaks their water cooling system, and the water starts to fill up.
Oh,
the fucking
shit.
mask.
Like it's sentient on how to kill and shit. Like
Yeah.
it's efficient on killing.
Is it a horror movie?
I
Kind of.
call it a sci-fi horror.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah, it's one of those.
It wouldn't be full horror, and maybe even thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I think.
I think isn't like most horror movies thriller movies
anyway.
anyway. Like
No, because there is
Thrillers
horror-
are like horror light.
yeah, like
Like
I would say,
Split.
I would say
Like,
Split would be a thriller, but like
Yeah.
anything that uses the supernatural, fully like fucking ghosts and shit. Like
Yeah, that's a
Paranormal
horror.
Activity is a horror. It's not a thriller.
What?
It's a
No,
horror.
I wouldn't. No, because there's things that have completely no supernatural and they're still horror. Like all the like
slasher
Scream,
Yeah, but
Texas
you know
Chainsaw
what I
Massacre.
mean. Like you know what I mean.
No, but I think it's just thriller is scary things, but not done scarily. You know,
Yeah,
guess
it's
like
like
serial
it's just
killers,
tension.
but not in a
serial killers, but like
Not in a
fucking
way to make you
detective
shit your
shit.
pants.
It's
yeah,
just
like
they're tension.
not a focus on scare, more
Yeah,
a
it's
focus
more
on
more so focus on the tension. and
thrill, I
stuff.
suppose.
Yeah.
Like as opposed to horror.
The
and
thrill, yeah.
But it was like
suspense
really
and
good.
tension. Yeah.
I like though that I kind of was disappointed when I felt like there were rumors that it was a prequel to Venom. And I was the
Oh,
whole way through
yeah,
it, I was kind of like, actually, this could be a prequel to Venom. It's like it is black. It's like it was
Yeah.
black for
Hey,
a bit, and then
calm yourself.
it was a
oh
it was,
Whoa.
of dark.
we respect love here.
It was an alien of color. Right? It was an alien of color.
No specific color here.
Actually, speaking of Venom,
Speaking of black people,
speaking
goes
of
our
Venom,
podcast straight away.
leading into the Marvel Universe, Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Boy,
oh, nice
wait,
segue.
wrong Marvel movie. We're going to talk about before that.
One.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
I didn't see it.
Okay.
I thought
Did you
it was
think?
better
Did you
than-
think
I thought it was better.
it was
Hey.
a good sequel to lead up after? Because I had expectations to beat number one.
It was better than the first one, but it wasn't the best Marvel.
I don't think. I don't
Did-
think
it was better than the first one, but it wasn't as good
I
as
do
it could
not
be.
think it was
Yeah,
better
it
than the
could've been
first
better.
one. I think the first
I think
one
it's
was
better.
fantastic.
No,
like
you see,
Kurt-
the thing is,
I like
I'm
Kurt
looking
Russell.
back at the
Kurt
first
Russell
one.
was
I'm looking
amazing
back
in
at the
that
first one through rose-tinted glasses, though. That's the thing. I'm looking back at it because it was really
It was
the first.
It was new.
I'm not gonna say it was the first music-centered film,
it
but
was
it was the first
crazy.
recent one.
Yeah,
like
it was
there was
fresh.
first there was that, then there was Edgar Wright even said that the first
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy paved the way for him to make Baby Driver because people wanted more music-centered films.
Also, Guardians of the Galaxy it's the first like superhero movie where it was more jokey.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Everything was
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, I have to save the girl, even though it was, oh shit. The
Yeah,
planet
it was
could die.
very,
It
like-
was still really
Yeah,
jokey.
because a lot of the, when I say a lot, pretty much all of them. Wait, which came out first, Deadpool or Guardians of the Galaxy?
Guardians of the
Guardians of the
Galaxy.
Galaxy.
Yeah, because alright, so then that was the first like, it was very comedy centered.
Yeah,
like
yeah, it was-
all the rest of them were. It was like a superhero movie. Was
With-
the big
Yeah.
like
You
of a
have to
pie.
be-
If it were a pie chart, like superhero would
you have to be
be.
responsible.
There's like
and
70%
everything,
superhero, 30% comedy. But then Guardians of the Galaxy was probably more 50-50.
Yeah.
I'd say leaning toward... Because people who weren't into superhero movies could still get into Guardians of the Galaxy.
It was a good movie.
Especially because they were... Basically, nobody knew who they were. Except for, like, you know, people who were really into the comic books. And not even really into... Like,
Yeah.
like, I had heard of them. And I had seen, like, the shitty Groot in...
the first ever Groot, where he was actually a villain.
No, like the Guardians of the Galaxy were in some animated series. I can't remember. I remember watching it when I was younger. It was just on, and I was like, "Who are these faggots?" You know, I didn't know who they were, and then it was just,
I know what you're talking about. I remember what series
I
you're
can't
talking about.
remember. But I remember
I'm
Star-Lord
pretty sure-
had this big stupid visor on him, and like
Yeah,
I
he
can't,
looked weird.
I can't remember, but like it. I remember
think- yeah,
seeing
I remember-
them,
I
and I
remember
had
the
no
old
idea
one,
who
yeah.
they were, and then I watched Guardians of the Galaxy, and I was like, "Oh,
Fucking
That's
Chris
my
Pratt, my
boy.
boon.
Chris Pratt, my boon."
My boo.
Okay, Evan. Now we can segue into probably the
Now
best.
we can swag.
We can segue in, my boy, to the probably.
I thought that Venom transition was good, okay?
It was a good
Yeah, it
was
transition.
good.
But you went
missed out
early.
on a great.
Yeah, you missed out a massive movie. So, Spider-Man: Homecoming
Looking back on
I think
it,
was
watching it
definitely the
again,
better-
Wasn't great.
was that.
No, I
Spider-Man Homecoming-
really liked
The thing is,
fact
though,
that
I think
I liked.
it was
I
the
liked.
first-
I
Wait,
liked.
can I just say it was the first film? You know this whole like, oh, it has to be a diverse movie.
Yeah.
I think this was the first movie
My boy.
that did it well.
Yeah.
My
You know,
boy- my
all
boy
the other
Ned.
films that are like, this
boy.
one has to be diverse. It was very obviously like, this is like every
Oh,
opportunity.
hello, I am black. Huh?
Every
Like-
opportunity to point out the fact that
Yeah.
they were,
Yeah.
it was a diverse movie was made. Like, with say the Ghostbusters movie, it was
Oh.
very like,
we
look at it,
mention
it's
the
women.
That wasn't this year, thank
Oh,
God.
yes, thank God.
Look, like, look at this, it's women. Or Black Panther is like, look at this, it's all.
Fair, I'm excited for
it's
Black Panther. I'm just saying Black Panther
Like,
is hype.
I'm not saying anything about.
I know,
like-
it's like very trying to
We have-
show.
we have to
Yeah,
wait
we're
first,
we're being
though.
different,
In
diverse.
fairness, Shane,
But-
you kind of have to admit Black Panther. It is set like.
In
Yeah, I know, but
Africa.
that's the thing though.
You're all
Like,
gonna
it's-
But true, but why do you
Anyway,
have to be called
I
Black
know.
Panther? Why can't it just be like the Panther?
it would, why can't it be the Panther of color? Huh?
the Panther of Christ.
the Panther of Christ.
Why not? You do know his
necessarily
relation.
have a fucking like one set in
I know, I know.
Like that would be
But
a bit fucking.
It can
weird.
happen.
But it was the first
white
film
people
that
have
had.
Yeah, I know.
It was
like,
it was the first film that I'd seen that did diversity well.
That's I think.
Like it
I'll be
it
honest.
had them in it, but it didn't try to draw any
I
attention.
think it was a one of the best Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, to
But
be fair, yeah, it was.
wasn't a great.
But I think the reason why it was one of the best was because the
Spider-Man
Vulture.
3? Excuse me? Tobey Maguire?
Remember, Spider-Man 4 confirmed. Sam Raimi, where you at, boy? I think the Vulture was probably the best villain so far, just
I
because
think-
it wasn't too over the top. Like, I'm going to destroy the fucking world. He stuck to the one area.
Yeah.
He was the first. He was
Yeah.
really
Like
the
he was,
first.
he was the most realistic villain so far. Like
He was
I'm
the
just,
first
I'm gonna focus
villain-
on this
like,
one
he
area.
was really
That's
the
it.
first villain you
Michael
could
Keaton just
empathize
gets
with.
like bird rolls just flock towards him.
Oh,
He was Michael Keaton was in the Vulture was the first real villain that you were torn about.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
were kinda thinking-
a lot of the time it was like, well, like,
He had a good reason to
Yeah.
start up this.
yeah,
I think
He was
and
fucked. He
especially
fucked
when you
over
see
that.
him
He
getting
fucked over
fucked over at the start of the
Yeah.
movie. Like, and you could really empathize with him.
Yeah,
like,
like-
even though he wasn't even in it for very much, I feel like you
I-
could still, you understood his reasoning. But,
Yeah.
but like, with everyone else, it was like, oh, Green Goblin, he's insane. Or
fucking mental.
Venom, he just holds a grudge for against Spider-Man because of this one thing.
It's not even that. It's like Venom. The guy.
I know, but
he's
that
not-
amplified
he's not even
it.
in control.
Character, he's a
well,
dick.
Venom is a. Like, that's why Venom continues to hold the shape of Spider-Man. That's
Because
actually.
he was Spider-Man at one point,
Yeah,
and he
he-
liked the powers
Yeah,
he got
he
from Spider-Man.
continues to want to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
he's constantly after him. Anyway,
Is
a
this
little
on
bit of
Blackpool?
fucking backstory. I think that
He is
one of my favourite bits of Spider-Man Homecoming was the fact that they actually followed up on what happens after all that fucking
Yeah,
destruction
that's
and shit
cool.
happens.
Well,
It's
I suppose-
it's not
but
like,
in
oh,
fairness,
that happened, now we're at
Batman
home
vs
having
Superman
dinner.
did it first.
Like,
Batman vs Superman
No,
did it first.
no.
I think
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Actually,
yeah, they
the whole
during.
Marvel universe has been doing this. Every time something major happens,
Oh, yeah, they go- like, they will refer to
follow
it.
up on that. They'll refer to the whole.
Yeah, they have.
thing,
Yeah, this is it's very subtle.
I know
though.
they did it in
You-
Civil War. I know
Civil
they
War.
did it in this.
Civil War, Civil War, they
You
did. This is a
watch-
Kofi record.
if you-
The
Yeah,
fucking-
no, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. They
If
did
you
it.
watch like Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they're constantly referring back to the destruction that happens in movies. Like, for example, Winter Soldier.
yeah.
S.H.I.E.L.D. actually falls in Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because of the events
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier. And like,
Can we just talk about how shit Captain America is as a superhero?
yeah, he's pretty shit.
He's a pretty shit superhero. Like, he's not even, like, he's strong, but he's not super strong.
Can
He
we
is,
talk
he
about
is
that?
super
Okay.
strong.
Yeah, but he's not, like, he's
not
strong,
Incredible
but he's
Hulk
like,
strong.
he's
But, like, even
it's
then,
like
though.
the strength of 10 men strong, not like superhuman. Like it's kind of like, oh, he has the strength of 10 men instead of like.
But like the Hulk has the
he's
strength of fucking 100 men. Like,
you know what I mean?
like to be fair, the
He's
Hulk
not
would make a
Hulk
better
strong.
fucking Captain America than he would.
Give the Hulk a shield, boy.
He doesn't need shield. Oh my god.
I,
Thor Ragnarok. We've just
hold
fucking we have segued into this bitch.
I don't know. I like Captain America.
Like you see,
just
I
because
thought
you're gay.
every film I'd watched with Captain America, and I was like, this guy's fucking shit. He's got a fucking magic shield, and then it was
That
like.
always comes back.
I know,
to
it's
him.
like, this doesn't make any sense. But then when I heard about, like, what's actually fucking going on, you know? It's that he's just able to calculate that trajectory. That's the whole...
that.
That's his powers. Like,
sure.
the thing gave him, like, super fucking
What-
maths
in,
logic. And he
knows
was
that
just able to,
fast
like,
thing.
Simple
if I
geometry.
hit this guy in the fucking tip of his knob, it'll bounce back to me.
But like, one of the things actually, they changed it up now in which movie was it? Age of Ultron.
Oh yeah,
He has
Like a little magnet to go
it's
back
an
to him.
electromagnets now.
Oh, yeah.
it tracks back because of the magnet.
But the
That's
thing
fucking
is,
cool.
that's also
Because Tony did some shit to it, I remember.
someone actually did some shit. They tried to remake it, but they realized that the amount of fucking power that the batteries, or not the batteries, the fucking
Magnets?
magnets would have to draw to like recoil it from that distance is absolutely massive. You would literally need this.
But like, if I remember...
And can we
I
also
think
talk
it's-
about the fact that he doesn't attract every fork on the island
Yeah,
as well?
I know, I think it's,
Why forks?
no, if we're talking,
Why forks?
if
Because
we're
Forks are metal, and I like forks.
I
Okay,
know
Oh,
this!
we know you like forks. You got one in your bag.
always. I
know,
I
if we're
went
talking
over
about-
this before. Forks are best.
If we're talking about like how he retracts it, I think does the calculating their trajectory, but then as soon as it gets close enough,
He turns it on.
Turns it on just so
To
extra.
get that extra little bit, like, you
Yeah,
know,
one
in
thing
case
that-
he messes up a little bit.
One
Yeah.
thing that I didn't think that they thought of with the power is that I don't think they realized that like he has Iron Man with him, and Iron Man has the fucking arc reactor thing. He's after shrinking that shit down.
Yeah.
Like he probably has a mini arc reactor in his fucking
Just in his back pocket of his
In his
jeans,
fucking
just,
back
just in
pocket.
case his phone runs out of power.
Yeah.
He just uses it to, like,
Iron Man.
Oh wait, just let me... my phone's nearly dying, boys. Just give me my new phone.
Yeah, Iron Man fucking dying there. He's like, please help me. Just okay, sure, here.
I keep 6 of them with me at all times.
My fucking special case.
We segued away from this.
Okay, segue into Thor Ragnarok,
Thor
which I think
Ragnarok,
was
shit.
definitely very good.
One of the best movies of the year.
Probably was.
damn it, I
Comedy
haven't
wise, they definitely
I am
bumped up the
so
comedy.
happy that it was directed by the same guy who made What We Do in the Shadows.
Sure,
was it?
You know,
Yeah, it was, yeah.
That's why there were the aliens from New Zealand, remember? And he was like,
yeah.
The fucking
that
rock
was-
guy.
No,
I
that
haven't
was
seen
the
it.
director. That was the
Oh,
director.
you haven't seen Thor Ragnarok?
I haven't seen Thor Ragnarok.
you haven't seen Thor
Not yet.
Ragnarok?
I haven't,
Oh, Ripmo.
I haven't seen it either.
Thor
Ripmo.
Ragnarok.
It was actually very good. So we'll not talk about spoilers because
Okay.
that's something you should go watch yourself.
Yeah,
I won't spoil it.
Like,
I'm sorry,
special
but
occasion.
we went over a movie. Kingsman: The Secret Service.
Okay,
Kingsman.
Brian, have you seen it yet?
Yeah, he's fine.
I've
The
seen it.
Golden
Okay,
Circle,
we can talk
Kingsman.
about it then.
we can talk about it then.
Actually, no, wait. Actually, before I talk about, I want to do something. Let's switch universes. Wonder Woman. Came
I
out this
didn't
year.
see it.
Oh, I didn't
Wonder
see
Woman
Wonder
was great. It was actually the.
It was actually better. It was like probably the best out of so
I
far
heard
of all
it's-
the.
No, it's the only.
Good-
DC
it's
movie
only the good
that's
DC
actually
universe
watchable. It's actually watchable.
Oh, of the new age
and
of
it's
them anyway.
not
like,
the
you know.
whole thing that's like, oh, she's a woman, so she has like of course she's strong. She's a woman. It's definitely stuck to its roots where like yes, she's a woman and she's strong, which is cool and all, but it's also like it is a superhero movie, so you know
yeah.
There's a reason.
there's a reason to it. It's not just
Did anybody watch
women can be
Atomic
strong
Blonde?
too.
Did
Strong
that come
woman,
out this year?
deflect bullet.
That did come out. Atomic Blonde
Has
came out
anybody
this
watched Atomic Blonde?
Oh, not yet.
year. Not yet. Okay, lads, we will avoid talking about Justice League for now. We will go back to that.
We'll save
We will
that
go
gem
back.
for the end.
We will. That's a
By the way, Gillette Pro Fusion.
sponsored by Gillette. Da da da.
Can you dig it?
Can you dig it? Oh my god.
Barely planned podcast. Can you dig it?
Okay, let's go on to the Kingsman. I think Kingsman was probably one of the best,
I would
camera
say-
work so far in the movie.
Oh, fuck.
Matthew Vaughn, my boy. Action.
Was that the director?
Yeah, for
Oh.
Kingsman. He did like how the actions all different, so like all fucking sped up and
Yeah,
shit.
Am I
think
wrong
so
or
far-
is those action scenes are done in one take.
They are.
No,
they're all,
they're not done in one take. They're made to look like it though.
No. And for example, in Kingsman 1, I know that the bar scene with Colin Firth, that was all one scene.
No.
That was all one take.
It wasn't one take. It's designed to look like one take. Every time something brushes in front of the camera, it comes in front of the camera for a fraction of a second, but they cut then. And then go back to it. So it looks
still
like
very
it's
well
all
done,
done.
though.
Actually,
It's very well
talking
done.
of stuff brushing in front of the camera and then changing. I noticed they do that in Back to the Future 2, when they're like the flying cars are coming down and then it goes into the actual car that
I've seen
drives
Back
on
to the
you.
Future.
Like, it's really cool seeing them change it
Hell
from,
of a
oh yeah,
moment.
this is a fake car,
Yeah.
obviously fake, but then they brush it behind somebody and it comes out as a real
Like,
car.
yeah.
That's cool. That's deadly.
That's they kind of did something.
It's a nice
similar
workaround.
with,
yeah.
So they don't have to animate a whole car. Like.
Yeah, exactly.
They did something similar with Birdman actually. With Birdman.
Oh, I didn't see Birdman. I really want to watch
Birdman's really good because the entire movie looks like it's done all in one take.
Actually,
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I remember trying to watch Birdman in school just before I went to
Yeah,
class. Me and Owen Bergen sat down. I downloaded it on my phone. We just sat there trying to listen to it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't hear it, so I
Ah.
fucking stopped.
Anyway, so like the way they did it was like maybe every half an hour or so.
I know, I'm being
there
terrible.
was like the camera would be looking down a hall and they would stop the camera, get everything else set up, and then they play it again and then they do their next take.
Yeah.
But of course it would look like it's still doing the same thing. But the thing is, each take will be about half an hour long. So if someone fucks up their line like right at the end, they would have to do.
Did they
another
really
take.
do it in half an hour takes though?
Like roughly like that?
Are
yeah.
you sure though?
It's like something.
Or is it just camera work?
No, it's something fucking ridiculously long.
Which
So
movie
if someone
is
fucks
that?
up at the end,
Birdman.
so if someone fucks up at the end,
Another
they
Michael
have to do the
Keaton
whole
bird
thing all
film.
over again.
Hello.
Hello.
Get out.
Say frogs are gay for the podcast.
What?
Say
Frogs
frogs are gay.
Frogs are gay.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Okay.
You got it.
You got it.
Okay, lads.
You can take it. You can take it.
Okay, lads. Get out. Shall we go into the next movie,
No,
or
hang on.
do you want to keep on about
No,
Kingsman?
I
Because
want-
Kingsman was a fairly good
Yeah,
movie.
No,
to
we
me.
haven't talked about Kingsman that much yet.
Yeah, like
We went
that-
on a-
I think it
Birdman.
definitely did better than the first one, but the first one was still
I think
great.
even
Oh,
though
the
it's a
first one was
joke
fucking
movie,
brilliant,
it is a joke movie.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Boy, that, you
It's
fucking land that show.
amazing
Movie.
spy movie. It's way better than
Yeah.
James Bond.
Yeah,
and
that's what I
Jason
was.
Bourne and
That's what I was
everything.
about to say. It's definitely.
Yeah, it was
I
like
feel
it was like a parody
it's
on
this
James Bond, but they did it
generation
good.
might have
James
pissed off
Bond.
a couple
No,
people
it's
there.
this generation's
James Bond because
Sean
James Bond
Connery's
has gone
James
to
Bond.
shit.
Yeah, fucking.
Because of
Yeah.
all the gadgets and shit, it was amazing.
Yeah, and it doesn't try to be grounded.
No.
That's the thing. Like it like
It's like-
it doesn't
example,
even.
It knows it's
Statesman.
ridiculous.
It
The
doesn't even-
Statesman, my
like, I
God,
never
fucking
wrote this
whiskey.
I
My
knew
oh.
I knew what
Speaking
type
of,
of film
Ascot.
I knew what type of
Mind if I guess
film
what-
it was
Yeah,
gonna
go on.
be when fucking what was his name?
Whiskey?
Champ. When
Oh.
Champ takes off his hat and throws it across the room and it lands on the big champagne bottle. That was when it was like, okay, this is the kind of film it's gonna be.
They're throwing shade at fucking James
the first
Bond
half
right now.
hour of that film was fucking terrible though.
Was that the bomb bit?
That's the look of forlorn. I know. I watched it again the other day. The first half hour of that film is terrible.
Yeah, but
That's just because they're setting up the first action scene when they're in the cab. Shit, I have to say, like when
like
I
those-
yeah, I think
sat
that,
down
but I
and
think that
watched
they definitely switched it around though. They
yeah,
fucking
they switched up. But when I sat down and I watched that bit for the first time, when I was in the cinema first,
It was
I was
hype.
like, oh no, like, is it all gonna be like this? I hope it isn't.
But you know what I do like about that scene? They didn't waste time getting straight into the scenes that the people going to see that movie like.
Yeah.
It was straight out. Oh, this guy's from the other movie. What's he doing with this arm? Now they're
Fight,
fighting
fight,
again.
fight,
fight.
Fight,
was
fight,
great.
kiss.
Skis.
we all know MVP of the movie was whiskey. Your boy,
Oh, I'm
fucking
whiskey boy.
mustache.
I think that's.
No, that's
I think
wait,
that
yeah, that was
scene-
whiskey.
I
Yeah.
think that's
Tequila.
The guy with the fucking whip. You know.
Tequila was the other guy. Yeah,
Yeah, the
but
guy.
whiskey.
Tequila was Channing Tatum, and then this guy was, your boy from
Oberyn
Game of
Martell.
Thrones. Oberyn Martell from Game
I
of
don't
Thrones.
think. Do you know?
I love how you guys doubted me during the movie. I said that's the guy. I said no, it isn't. And
How
then
do you just not know that?
I
they just didn't recognize. Him.
like he said that's Oberyn Martell and I didn't know who the fuck Oberyn Martell was. He was like, that's Oberyn Martell, and I was like,
The whip
okay.
scenes were fucking.
Oh great.
when he he's the final scene where spoilers turns out to be evil. Okay, and
He showed the lasso and he
exits.
jumps through the lasso. But what I
that got
love
me
about it,
immediately hired. I'm not joking.
What I love about it though is that earlier on a goon tried to do the same thing,
And
and he
just-
got cut in half.
Yeah.
And then Eggsy does it, and he does it perfectly. I just love that.
Okay, lads, now
I love
let's.
Eggsy as a
think-
a character.
Yeah, he's
he's
very
a good character.
Because he's actually like
he's kind of relatable. if you
because
think about
James Bond.
He still finds everything he does fucking insanely cool. Like,
Yeah.
it's deadly.
it. It's like every day, every reaction. Oh my god!
Yeah,
I think though,
I s- like, yeah.
with Channing Tatum in it, though, I thought he played that horribly.
but he
I didn't
wasn't
like
in it
character
for that
at all.
long.
Yeah, I know, but like,
That-
I didn't
but-
like that character.
Jeff
No,
Bridges.
no. When he was at the start, when he was like, we were always told we got our manners from the British, and then he does that fucking thing with the repeater,
yeah.
and he like flips it around, and he's like, you mustn't have kept any for yourselves.
Okay, lads, we must all talk about Merlin.
Oh no!
Lads, guys, I'll be honest.
Moment of silence.
Moment of silence.
Over. Okay, lads. I think that's even though they did bring back the you can revive. I hope they don't revive him back
I hope
because
they
he went out like a hero.
I would be
So
very mad
if they brought him
revived
back, it'd be like we just all shed a tear for no fucking
What
reason.
really triggered me is that they showed Harry came back in the trailers.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, I think that would have been.
That would have been
great-
such a good.
But
then-
to fair, they did bamboozle saying, "Oh yeah, by the way, Merlin's dead now. Fuck you."
I like those, I like they didn't make it so that like the James Bond movies, he gets the girl and then
Everything goes
new
right.
girl,
No, yeah.
next
Oh,
movie.
yeah, yeah.
He actually stuck
He
to this
stuck
one
on-
girl. It was kind of cool.
I hated,
hated that about James Bond
that forced conflict though. You know it was like,
Yes,
oh, I have to finger this wand to save the world, and she's like, it's not worth it. Why are you doing this? It's like, okay, would you rather fucking
love that
die,
nod,
or would you
though.
rather me stick my fucking finger in this wand?
I love that small little nod to the first movie though. He goes out and goes, "I have to save the world again." It's
like,
like,
you know what
if you
that-
save the world, you know
the
what that
world
means. Like, I'll be back.
I love that scene when he pulls out the little finger condom and he's like, I thought everything was supposed to be bigger in America. Is that why you compensate with these huge cars?
Yeah, that was good.
No, I think if I was that girl though, like and
You want to be the girl? You want to be fingered by
wanna be the
Eggsy?
He's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy and everything. He's fairly good looking, but come on.
girlfriend, right? I'm talking
Is there
about
are some mucous membrane marks?
Oh, shit.
Do you need a tracker?
Yeah, I do. No, I think though, like if I was the girlfriend though, I kind of go like, hey, look, save the world. You need to stick your finger in someone's hole. Okay.
Wasn't her hole? It was her fucking fanny. You faggot.
Ah, well, same thing. But like,
I remember there's 2 different holes. Remember? Is that we almost go fish there? Go next movie?
yeah,
or?
I think sticking fingers up holes is a good place to finish on.
Okay, next movie. I didn't watch it. Because you know me.
Despicable Me 3.
War of the Planet of the Apes.
I didn't see it.
It was good. It was actually. It was a good. It kind of. It's definitely the last
Is it?
prequel Planet of the Apes movie. It will lead into the original.
Oh, is it? Oh, nice.
I don't know how I wasn't I never watched like all the Planet of the Apes movies in one sitting, but it was good.
last time I saw Planet of the Apes movie, I was
Shit,
I
what's
was
his
in
name?
5th class, so I would be in about 11.
What, Caesar?
No,
Kek.
he was in Now You See Me.
Jesse Eisenberg?
No,
The bald guy.
bald guy.
Oh, Tallahassee from...
yeah.
Woody Harrelson.
Woody
Woody
Harrelson.
Harrelson.
He was a great character. Great character. He actually hated the apes, but then when you find out why he hates the apes,
Some stuff.
it like breaks your heart. It's up to it. It's almost as to the point of where Tallahassee. You find out why Tallahassee hates the zombies in Zombieland.
Yeah.
It's actually the same reason.
Yeah.
um,
Oh, he's the same character.
he's the same character. No, but that
Monkeys
whole,
are zombies confirmed.
the whole.
Monkeys killed my children.
It's weird though because going up through it, you're like, oh, Caesar has a family now. It's kind of cool, and then they're robbed. They're like just absolutely destroyed 10 seconds into the movie.
Yeah.
It's good though. It was.
Can I just talk about how shit the new Wonder looks? The Wonder movie? It looks fucking terrible.
This one?
With
I've
the
seen
kid
the
who
trailer.
has.
Oh, the dysfunction. Like,
Yeah.
dysfunction.
The dysfunction.
The dysfunction.
Well, yeah, it is a dysfunction.
It's a disfigurement.
Okay,
not a
Oh,
dysfunction.
disfigurement.
I
Okay.
was thinking of the next movie that I remember.
Um,
What? Murder on the Orient Express. No, I don't.
Oh.
These guys haven't seen it, but we did.
Will we spoil the end?
No, I think.
No, I think.
No,
I think Murder on the Orient Express is a film that
was
you,
really.
you really can't watch it if you know the ending.
No,
It all
because
leads
if you
up
know
to
the ending, it's just like, what's the point of watching the movie anyway?
Yeah,
But was it a good movie?
It was
It
a
was
good
a
movie. Yeah, it's
great
very.
movie. It like the ending. it was kind of cheap.
Yeah, but I love how
I love the all-star cast. Like it was
Yeah.
crazy.
fucking crazy.
And I think
You didn't know? I'm sad that he didn't know that the fucking guy who voiced Olaf was in it.
Oh
who was the guy? Was
He was-
that
he
the fat
was-
guy? With
The fat guy was like
the fat guy. He was in
Beauty and the Beast.
no.
He played the
Fantastic-
Josh Gad. There we go. He was in.
Was he in Fantastic Beasts? Is that the same
No,
guy that was in?
no.
No,
Fantastic
that's a different guy. That's a different fat guy.
Oh,
Um,
well, he has a fat guy with a
Yeah,
mustache, and they're all
Hold
the
on, Now
same.
You See Me Too. Was that this year?
Now You See Me Too was not this year. It was last year.
Now
Even
You
though
See
Now
Me
You
Too
See.
was-
No, I think the best scene in Now You See Me Too was the fucking card. Fucking like that just made us all want to be like, yeah, I want to fucking do that shit. I don't think
what
we can
film
talk
were we
about
talking about again?
Murder on the.
Murder
I don't think we can talk about it unless you have not seen the movie because then there's like no
Wait,
point. in-
one thing we can say:
Mu-
glorious mustache. Glorious. Did you see the fucking Kevin the Carrot ad that was like making fun of Murder on the Orient Express? For
Fucking
Aldi?
mustache.
Yeah, the guy he was like, there has been a murder and everyone is a suspect.
Fucking Belgian.
Oh, that scene at the start though, when he figures out that like the cop, the guard, robbed the fucking shit. I can't remember what it was. He robbed like some
Something. It was in.
from a
It was in
church.
fucking. It was in the fucking Jew lands anyway. Sorry, Israel.
Oh.
Wait, no, that's debatable now because.
That's debatable.
Well, wait,
Palestine.
cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out.
Cut that out.
I'm not gonna let you
Future
go.
us, cut that bad out.
Jew rule zone.
Oh, there's a movie about Jews anyway.
Stop talking
Alright,
about Jews.
sure, let's
Cut that
move
Okay.
on to another movie.
Emoji movie. I didn't see
I don't
it.
think anybody watched.
I watched it.
I watched cinema. I watched. I
I
watched.
didn't go to cinema. See,
Alright, good.
I watched CinemaSins, dude. So
No,
that
I
was
didn't even
basically
go
what.
to cinema since I
Did you watch it fucking cam on
streamed
Solar
it. I
Movie?
streamed it.
All right, that's okay. I don't mind people
I didn't pay
streaming
for it.
but I hate it when people are like,
Fuck that
"Oh,
shit.
this movie is so shit," and then they pay to go see it.
Fuck that
Because
shit,
then
no.
they're giving money and they're encouraging more.
They don't
That's
need
the thing. Or like when people are like, "Oh, Battlefront 2 is so shit," and then they buy it anyway.
No.
Or they're like, "Oh, I hate all the new Call of Duties," and then they buy it anyway. It's
Emoji
like-
Movie doesn't need
Vote with
anybody
your
to
wallet,
go
like.
to see the movie because they can easily make another movie because
Killed
that was
children.
just a shit ton of product placement.
Yeah.
They got a shit ton. of
And
money
you
for
all know the
doing all
kids
that.
wanted to watch it. Just because, like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
animated
the
faces, let's
what
go
do you
watch
mean
that.
It was a bit fucking cringy though.
Okay,
Of course it was. It was
another
the
movie,
movie.
I think I was gonna talk about, like, we've nearly gone through all the movies that we saw this year, except for one. And we all know what that
Oh,
one
we're
is.
saving that for the end though. Until-
I'm not going to talk. We're not going to talk about the Last Jedi movie, the new Star Wars movie,
Haven't
because
seen it.
I haven't seen
nobody's seen it. You don't really care.
it.
to see it.
I haven't seen any Star Wars film except the first one.
Blasphemous.
Blasphemous.
In my defense,
Naysayer.
I watched the Phantom Menace and it made me hate it.
That's because you watched the Phantom Menace
But you watched
first.
the Phantom Menace.
The Menace first.
Excuse me, it said episode 1, and
I know
thought it'd be-
everybody would do
I thought-
it in that way, but
It'd be a good idea to
In
start at
fairness,
the start.
Understandable, but you have to power
Yeah,
through
yeah, I
those
know,
ones.
to be fair,
I'm
I
gonna
thought the
start
third
with-
one was the best out
I'm
of
gonna.
the prequels, to be fair, like,
What's
we all know it.
episode 4? What's the name of it?
A New Hope.
A New Hope. I'm gonna start with that one.
That's how you should start. That's how you should have started.
Anyone
As soon
seen?
as you get to Empire Strikes Back, you will.
Actually,
know
here's
Star
another
Wars.
movie I know Ryan saw.
What?
The Foreigner with Jackie Chan boy.
Oh, that film looks really good.
I didn't finish it, but it's
Did you watch this movie?
it's a good movie.
No.
It's actually well, it's an alright.
Should be- I think it should be
movie.
okay.
It's okay actually. It's not your typical Jackie Chan movie where it's all fighting. He's actually blowing up stuff. He makes bombs.
Yeah,
and shit.
Oh,
he
yeah?
gets stranded.
He's
in the
actually fun fact. He's fighting the IRA. In
yeah,
Ireland.
yeah. I remember.
Shit.
And what's his?
I
name?
didn't know that.
What's his name?
Was it Pierce Brosnan that was in it? Wasn't it?
Pierce Brosnan. I
already
think
used it on it.
his name's Pierce Brosnan. He plays a guy called Liam, who is
What are you telling me to
basically
do then?
100% Jerry Adams.
I have to watch this movie.
He's 100%
I didn't know that.
Jerry Adams. He even does in it, right? He's a known person who was affiliated with the IRA, and then he denies it.
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan
Yeah.
with Liam Hennessy.
It was good.
Shh. You don't want to get buried up the north like the rest of the bodies. Anyway,
Okay, lads. Now we all know that's one movie left.
are we
of the
gonna
year.
talk about that, or are we gonna beat around the bush for a bit more?
No.
Let's beat around the bush. for a
Let's
bit
beat
more.
around your
Okay.
bush.
We don't know what movie we're going.
We're going. We know what movie we're going to
We're
do. You guys know what's going.
We're going balls deep into this movie.
Okay.
Oh wait, actually, I don't think
yeah.
we've said before we get into this. This isn't going to be a movie podcast.
No,
We're just starting off with movies.
This
we
is
should probably
just
put that at the
movies
start.
for now.
No,
This is just this.
This
one
remember,
podcast
it's not
is for
planned.
movies.
Oh,
and
right,
then
yeah,
we're
we
gonna
have-
do another one
we have to
maybe
tell
on a
them the
different
format.
topic.
We'll change it. We'll change it subject.
Sorry we didn't add that at the start.
This one's very lackluster.
But
It
as
was
you know-
the very
Very
first
unplanned,
one.
Shane.
We're very
Very,
bad.
it was barely planned podcast.
Okay, lads. It's time. We know
It's
what
time,
else. We
it's
have okay. So boys.
Time to get balls deep into justice.
Just real
Fucking-
quick first. Gillette Pro Fusion Glide.
Gillette Fusion Pro
Okay, lads.
Glide slides across your balls with ease.
First of all, out of
like an Atlantean.
out of 110, how shit was Justice League?
I give it 100 Gillette Pro Fusion Glides.
Out of 110.
You give it 100 out of 110?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, like to be fair, there was some bits in it
There was some
I
bits I
enjoyed.
could tolerate.
I enjoyed some
No,
bits,
like-
like the Gillette. no,
Like the Gillette Pro Fusion Glide.
I just thought.
I like. In all fairness, how can-
I'd give it a
Can I
20.
dig
A
it?
20 out of 110.
for being shit.
No, I thought it was like if the higher up we
Yeah,
go.
higher up is the more shit is.
Oh, the higher it is, the more
Yeah.
shit. Oh, okay, then 100. Yeah, I thought it was the other way around.
So yeah, I'll be honest. I thought there was a bit of hope. I was going to be like, okay, they could potentially change this.
Yeah, I would.
And then nope.
My expectations were so low.
Lads, okay.
Because of Batman vs Superman.
Spoiler alert. Okay, just spoiler
My
alert.
expectations were
Many
so
spoilers.
low, but I was still disappointed.
Superman was like fuck off. Like
Fuck off, Superman.
They brought back Superman way too early. They could have at least waited 2 more movies.
By the
and
way,
been like,
when
yeah, boy.
I got confused when Saoirse said this the first time. When he says this, he don't mean in the movie. He means in the cinematic universe.
yeah, he was not supposed to be revived that time. It was legit like what, like 6 months after fucking Batman v Superman. 6 months after he died. That's what we're gonna revive this bitch.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I think
Why?
they should have. You see, because Batman or Superman makes the rest of the Justice League redundant.
yeah, he's fine.
Because
He's
faster
basically
than the
as
Flash.
he's basically okay.
He's
Debatable.
stronger.
He's like debatable that he's fast. He's about as fast as Flash because Flash is.
Didn't have a race.
Actually-
he doesn't have them fish powers.
That's
He
what I was
doesn't have them
just
fish
gonna say.
powers though.
The ending cutscene where they do
Yeah.
the race, I love that because it's a nod to an amazing comic book.
Is that the one where they race around
They
the world?
actually race. It was fucking great.
See, it's. I'm just
My anger has been gone out.
because I was really happy when they killed Superman at the end of Batman vs Superman.
Because it's perfect. It's like perfect
they're
ending.
doing
Oh, yeah.
something different. They're killing off one of the main characters in their
Yeah.
in their cinematic. I was about to say in their Marvel cinematic
Blasphemous!
universe. In their cinematic universe, they're killing off one of the main characters early, and I was like, this is something really different, and it's unique, and it'll be talked about.
I'm guessing you never read the comic where he dies.
No, I haven't.
That was also DC pulling a ballsy move going, you know what? Everybody loves Superman. We're going to kill him off.
Who loves Superman?
Who do
A
not
shit ton of people love Superman back in the day. Not
Oh,
gonna
back
lie.
in the day.
back,
yeah,
yeah, obviously, but right now,
Yeah.
Batman vs Superman.
Anyway,
Everyone goes Batman.
So
to be fair,
they
like.
kill him off. They get a shit ton of hate for it and immediately bring him back because they're a bunch of pussies.
No, if they had balls,
killing him off back in the day was a ballsy move.
That was a
But killing him
fucking
off
huge ballsy
now
move.
was.
It wouldn't change.
But
Because
then they did the whole thing with he was in the coffin and then the dirt started levitating off it and it's just like.
and then if they'd killed off Batman, it would have changed everything. Like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Oh shit! We've been doing this for an hour.
Yeah.
Have we?
Okay, lads, we've talked about movies. We
Yeah.
can't talk about so.
Justice
Let's say your favorite movie of the year.
Wait, hang on. We still haven't gotten into Justice League yet.
Yeah,
we
we're
just barely
just
talked
better
about
around the bush for
Hey, look,
Justice
it
League.
can go over an hour. It can go over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
it's just
Okay.
it's Justice League. I don't want to talk
Okay.
about it. It's just my ass.
What do we have to talk about? Okay, hang on.
Plot point.
Aquaman.
Fuck off.
He was a sexy
Yeah,
motherfucker.
hang on.
Just saying.
What?
I didn't-
Here's a
I
quick
didn't watch
question.
it, so, yeah.
What weapon does Aquaman have? Answer: trident.
A trident.
What does tri mean?
Three.
How many prongs does Aquaman's trident have in the movie?
I believe
Five. Five prongs.
It's one in the
It's a
middle.
Quindon.
How do you fuck that up?
Is a trident.
No, remember they saying beyond that he gets a trident
Oh, yeah,
in
he
the
gets a
later
trident
movies
later,
because he just asked for a quick weapon
Yeah,
to
he's-
take, and then he
I
will
do
become the king of
remember, yeah.
Atlantis. He'll get his
They're
trident.
still gearing up to make him proper Aquaman,
See,
which
like,
is retarded.
Aquaman was pretty much the only character I cared about in that movie. Like before we went into it, like
we were all
I was
joking
like-
saying Aquaman's gonna be good at fucking shit.
Yeah,
and it was
that's
like,
the- no,
he's a cool character.
he was the only person I had any interest in because Wonder Woman, like I didn't dislike Wonder Woman, but I hadn't watched the movie and I didn't really care.
Yeah.
Batman, I don't like Ben Affleck as Batman. I'm just gonna say it. People think he's a good Bruce Wayne,
just saying.
but I don't like him as Bruce Wayne either.
On that note, he may be stepping down as Batman.
No, he stepped down already.
No, he stepped down as the director.
No, and
of the
he's
movie.
properly come out and said that he's not doing the next Batman movie.
He's not going to be Batman.
No, he said he's not doing the next Batman movie, but he means directing it.
I thought he said he's not going to be Batman.
The plan was
No,
that he was
exactly.
going to direct the next Batman movie, but he's not anymore.
Oh.
But the thing is, he's like, I just don't think he's a very good Batman or Bruce Wayne. He's just a bad Batman, I think, because he I don't know, he just doesn't look or sound like a Batman. He's just like, I don't know. And I hate that whole thing where they did the you know, it's like, oh shit, Wonder Woman's really worried about Batman because he's fucking bruised and shit, and oh, he can barely move, and then in the next scene, that's literally like 2 hours later, it's like nothing happened, you know? I thought it could have been like, it could have been a whole thing like where all these really super people are trying to protect Batman. I think it could have been a cool little arc where it's like Batman realizes that he's the worst member of the team.
That's true.
Batman realizes that he's the weakest one. Because he got his ass handed to him in this. There was no reason
Even
for
though
him
when
to
it
be
comes
there.
to, like-
he was the one who brought them together.
Yeah.
But he was a shit leader.
He
was a shit fighter.
even admitted like, I'm not a good leader, lads. You need someone else.
He had the fucking crawler thing, right? In the movie, he had the like little walker yoke. But like, that was like, he didn't need that.
Can I just say, the one thing that annoyed me
Was Flash?
the most about this movie was the Flash. He is actually super intelligent in the comics and
Yeah, so we all know
anything
it.
else.
Yeah, scientists.
They
fucking,
made him out to be the stupidest.
Yeah, Kevin was.
They
saying
basically
something
made
about
him Sheldon. They made him the Sheldon of the.
how- Kevin said that compared to the TV show.
No, if you're going to compare Flash TV show, obviously the CW Flash was way better.
Universes.
Yeah, they unlike the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the TV show it
Was
doesn't follow the
actually
movies.
fucking amazing. Like Arrowverse,
Well,
good
The
job.
Arrowverse is actually an amazing. I don't care what you say.
Arrowverse is doing a
The Arrowverse
great
is
job.
great.
Fucking
Is the Arrow universe in the same universe as Gotham?
no, they're different. They're different.
But
So there's 3 different DC universes.
Yes.
kinda,
There's
yeah.
four.
There's 4?
Comics.
Oh, comic,
movies.
but I'm talking about like cinematic.
Comics, movies, fucking
Arrowverse.
Gotham, and the fucking Arrowverse.
But then there will be a new one. By the way, just saying, Watchmen.
Teen
I
Titans.
doubt Watchmen or Teen Titans will be in the same universe.
Watchmen?
What? They're making a Watchmen
They could
TV
do
show.
a DC
They're making a
universe,
Watchmen
though.
TV show.
Yeah,
just
who's doing it again?
And
HBO were doing one for Watchmen.
Oh boy.
That would be kind of cool.
HBO Watchmen movie.
No, but think about HBO will let you do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no restrictions on fucking. Oh yeah, you're gonna murder somebody. Yeah. fucking-
Yeah, made
Think
by
about
the
how
same people who
great
made Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they make
think
it
about how
sound
great
Well, it
the
won't be
movie
made
was,
by the
though.
same
Yeah, it'll just be
people,
on there. Just
But
watch
it'll
HBO.
have the same like yeah.
I love how we've we're
We've removed
so
the TV
hard
show.
trying not to talk about Justice League because it's so shit. Like
Yeah,
it's
like,
so shit.
it's
I don't want to waste my effort on it.
It's
again.
completely unremarkable.
yeah.
It's just like
It's
definitely the worst movie of the year so far.
it's the worst movie we've seen. This year.
yeah. That by the way, when we were talking about our perfect streak earlier.
Okay,
in the
let
podcast.
me.
Yeah,
some
this is
breakdowns.
Saoirse's
This is
disappointment.
Saoirse.
So basically we started off the year. All of us went to the same. Like most of us went to the same movies together, and
Yeah.
you know. So basically, after like 4 movies, we realized the 4 had been fucking excellent. They'd been great movies, and so I was saying, yeah, lads, we could potentially pull off a perfect year, and because you know it was like and then we hit the last. Was it, I think it was when did Justice League come? November, was it? November?
Yeah.
Then November came around, and you know, right, we had seen like 7 movies, all fucking beautiful. Nothing was wrong. Like some of the things were wrong, but
Some of them were worse than others, but,
like
none
it
of
was
them
all
were
it was
bad.
all
Yeah.
it was all good. And then the
They were
debate
definitely worth the watch.
then the debatable came around, and it was Justice League, and
Yeah,
Should we
we
go
were
see
even
it?
on the fence about going to see Murder on the Orient Express because we were like, this is potentially bad. But we decided to go see it, and
Yeah.
it was still good.
and so yeah,
and the
yeah,
same was with Justice League because
I had
as everyone
hope.
knows-
I had hope for Justice League because
Yeah.
they could have changed it. They could. I'm thinking, oh yeah, they're trying to pull a Marvel. Let's
That
see
was
what they
also
can do.
what they said though. They completely reformatted it, like made it
Yeah, they did.
more comedic.
But I think that's what ruined it. Is they had to go comedy route just to get on Marvel's level. They had to go like, oh yeah, people think
all
it's too
these-
dark.
all
By the way,
these
whoever
people-
said that, go fuck yourself.
All these people who are like,
if you have
"Oh,"
never seen a fucking DC comic ever,
or even seen the other
Go
movies.
read some shit.
If anyone, like, do you think
Watch them.
anyone was watching the Dark Knight?
have you not seen it?
This
Have
is
you not
too
seen The Dark Knight? Fuck me. Have you? The Joker is basically the epitome of darkness. If you
The epitome of dark. Joker, the epitome of darkness.
You can't
That's
see that
poetic.
because this is a podcast, but in anger, Saoirse threw a card around the room.
no, just saying like if you think oh yeah no. Okay. Like think about it, like you're thinking oh yeah it's not gonna be that dark and you realize oh yeah the Joker cuts off his face and sews it back on again. Oh,
Can you
boys,
stop killing
fucking down?
Okay, Ryan is throwing cards at me across the room, and I've almost been blinded on 2 occasions. Ryan has eye protection, so he has an unfair advantage.
You haven't seen.
Mark and fucking Evan are sharing memes. Ryan is trying to kill me with cards.
I think this is
Like,
a good time to
Has anyone?
sum up our podcast.
My favorite movie of 2017, huh? This is a hard one because there's been a lot of them.
Also, give us like a quick rundown as to why. But nobody discussed
yeah,
it. We
no.
actually have to end it now soon. Like,
Yeah.
Let me think. So, if you guys have anything, go ahead.
Yeah,
'Cause
okay, I'm
I've
gonna
taken
go
one.
ahead with Baby Driver.
why?
Because it was such a good surprise.
And Kevin Spacey.
And it was a great movie. And Kevin Spacey was in it.
Kevin
And,
Spacey's last movie.
If
actually
you don't
was,
know
to
this,
be
but
fair.
Shamboy has a great affection to Kevin Spacey.
Even though allegations have come against him, Shane will still believe
that
in
gives
him.
me more hope.
More hope for Kevin to love
More
me.
hope for Kevin.
But not gay. The whole just because it was such a good surprise, such a refreshing movie. It was not the best movie of all time, but one of the most unique that I've seen, and it was just so different to anything else I had seen, and it was just a breath of fresh air. You know,
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
Mark, do you have one? Or do you want to give it a while to think about it?
Mark hasn't seen that much this year, to be fair,
it's-
though.
But no, I've seen it for a few. I'd say it's
A fair
between Baby Driver and Kingsman, but I think I'm gonna go Kingsman
Why?
because I like the first one.
Yeah.
I like the first one. I like the first one, and then the way that they kind of segmented, as Shane said, yeah, the first half hour.
I just realized the movie we didn't talk about.
The first.
Get Out.
No, we're
No,
talking-
don't talk about it.
It doesn't matter. All in all, it was a great movie.
Yeah.
I think
Let's leave it for now.
as Shane said, yeah, the first half hour is a bit
Dodgy.
dodgy. Yeah, it was a bit slow. It just kind of, I didn't really enjoy it too much. But once they got into the rest of it, though, the storyline and especially the cinematics of it was just
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
good. It was
The direction.
yeah. It was just really well done. I really enjoyed it.
It was a great movie.
It was like there were so many scenes where like one of us had leaned over to the other person and gone,
Would you
"Oh,
stop
seriously,
your
shut
fucking
I'm a fuck crap, I can't say that.
What'd you do?
I got a foot cramp.
Seriously, you don't have to sound like a Nazgul since you've got a foot cramp. Come on.
You can't just hold back the pain.
What do your elf eyes see? My fucking crippled toe.
Anyway, boy, do you?
Favorite movie for 2017 for me would be it's between Logan and Thor Ragnarok.
I keep forgetting that Logan came out this year.
Oh,
This-
God.
Yes. Personally, I want to go with Logan mainly because it was a really good end and it's a really good tie-up for.
Yeah, he's coming back now though.
No, it was a really, it was
because
really
he's
good.
in the MCU now. Hugh Jackman said
Yeah.
he'd only reprise his role if it was in the MCU.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah,
fucking
and-
amazing.
But no, I don't think so though. That's like
No, because they could do what they're doing in the comics now and bring him back as old
Yeah.
Logan. Because I think old Logan was his best.
no, but
Wolverine
the
performance.
universe of old Logan is different to the universe of the Marvel Comics universe though. That's the thing.
No. See, that's the thing. It is different. But what they're doing in the comics now, he's fallen through universes and landed in the present day.
Oh, are they gonna pull some multiverse shit in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
They could. They could.
Yeah, in-
Fair, it's the X-Men.
I
Like, you
think-
can't expect
in
it.
I
It's
don't
just
think
gonna
they
fucking
will. I don't
rumble
think
you.
they
In
will
fairness,
because I think
fucking-
it's too weird for
I think
like I hesitate to say it, but casual Marvel fans, you know,
Yeah.
the people who aren't into this, like, oh, there's
yeah.
300 million different
I
universes.
people are
I
only
think
who
they
watch it for
definitely
the movie,
could.
like.
I think they definitely could mainly because
They could,
Thanos
but
is
I
coming
think
into
I
it.
think it'd just
Exactly.
be too weird, though. You know, I don't think people would like it. I think all the people who haven't and who aren't into the comics even a little bit will
Yeah.
be like, oh, this is a cop out.
Yeah.
They won't understand that it's a thing in the Marvel universe. They'll
True,
just
true.
think that it's
Especially
this is bullshit. Like
Especially
why would-
fucking Marvel Zombies when they went and literally fucking destroyed
I was
Marvel,
saying
Marvel
this.
universe is great. I like Marvel. I like
If you watch, if you
Marvel
read the
Zombies.
comics, Wolverine versus the Marvel Universe and the Punisher versus the Marvel Universe, they are so intensely dark. It's incredible.
The only one I read was Deadpool versus the Marvel universe.
Anyway, movies.
Anyway, yeah.
Oh yeah, movies.
My
Right.
favorite one
Yeah, yeah.
is Life. Life was absolutely amazing. It reminded me so much of the Alien movies. Like there's an alien on the spaceship.
Yeah.
People are dying left, right, and center, and it's near impossible to kill.
Were there any references that you noticed? Any like callbacks? Any cheeky tongue-in-cheek?
I think I was too mesmerized to even
Oh yeah.
look in depth. Like the alien was great. It was like it was cool alien. Like it was smart. It's like you saw it go from something that was so delicate that you could just squish it right there and then, something that was snapping people's arms, to something that was able to wrap around someone's whole body and nearly break them in half. It was crazy. Jake Gyllenhaal did an amazing performance. Although he was very it was weird because even though he was basically the main character, he was very much a loner.
Yeah.
Like every time you saw him, he was on his own
Yeah.
and didn't really say much.
Yeah.
So it kind of became more about the side characters than him
Yeah.
until the end, and you find out he's the main character due to him, air quotes, surviving.
Yeah.
But there was a twist in it. If you don't care about spoilers, they decide there's two characters left, and they decide to either that one's going to be sent off with one of them in it and the alien into deep space, the other to Earth so that person will live on.
Yeah. So that the alien doesn't like kill everyone.
Yeah, kill everyone on Earth.
The reason,
This happens, but the alien gets to that point that he realizes, shit, they're trying to send me into deep space, I have to fuck this up. Fucks it up so much that he crashes into the other escape pod that is going towards Earth, bounces that one instead out to space, and the alien goes to
Oh
Earth.
boy.
And it was just the moment where you realize, oh shit, he actually fucked it up. Like,
Yeah.
and you see the girl screaming
was it-
her
was
head
the
off.
bait
But the
and
thing is,
switch,
you
like-
don't really notice this, right?
Yeah.
It's because, like, the two of them are fucking screaming and they're so terrified and shit. And then it's only when the first pod to go down to Earth, it's like, oh shit, he survived. And then, or she survived, because your one was meant to be going to Earth.
Yeah.
And then you see the little pod window, and you see Jake Gyllenhaal in there screaming his fucking head off with this weird ass fucking thing on the fucking walls.
Oh,
and shit.
it was crazy. And then it flashes to the girl going deep space.
Yeah.
And it's so intense because you can feel the fear.
Oh,
you
man,
could
they
imagine
did it
being
so
in her
well.
situation
Yeah.
and being that scared going into deep space. It was
I know
mental.
it's a fairly old movie at this point, but it's like that's the thing that I didn't like about Gravity.
I didn't like that.
Gravity I didn't
Gravity
like.
was okay. It was okay.
No, like they didn't really. I think they did a poor job of showing just how terrifying getting blasted
Yeah.
off
Oh, no.
into
Yeah.
deep
And the
space
fact
would
that
be.
fucking, like,
This with one scream, you were like, holy shit.
I know
would
there
fucking hate
there
that.
was one scene in Gravity that kind of did it. That bit where she like gets like knocked up at the very start and she's like spinning,
Yeah.
and you're realizing like, oh fuck, she could be spinning for the rest of her life, and that's kind of like
But, like,
weird, but
the thing
it
is-
doesn't do a good enough job. Like I'm sorry to bring up like
Yeah.
really
especially,
old
especially the
movies.
scene whenever your man is actually going off into space on his own. He's just fucking singing away.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think anyone would really be that fucking.
And plus, the
Yeah.
one
No,
bad
never.
thing, well,
Not
one
even
of
if
the
you're
bad
accepting
things.
of death that much. Like,
Yeah,
it
even
wouldn't
if,
be
if
that
you
bad.
have that much balls, no one is
Yeah.
gonna sing on their way off to knowing I'm going to die, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna be
And
lonely.
very horribly.
yeah,
Because you're gonna die
you'd
from
at least say your
asphyxiation.
last words and
Well,
shit and just
that
go,
or
look,
hunger.
tell my family I
No,
fucking love
you'd
them.
run out of oxygen
Oh, yeah,
before
you
you
would,
run
yeah.
out of
Anyway,
like,
I think we're talking way too much about life and the
Okay.
whole...
yeah.
My favorite movie.
Your favorite movie?
Yeah,
Sergio?
seriously.
It's a hard choice, but overall of them, I think Spider-Man: Homecoming was probably my
Yeah?
favorite
Why?
because
Yeah, that was good, actually.
the characters. I'm be honest, I thought the characters were fucking amazing. Just
Your boy Ned.
my boy Ned. My boy Ned
The
was
man with the computer.
the man
Man
at the
at the
computer. He's basically me.
I mean, you are the man at the computer.
You are the man.
You're the man at the computer.
And I thought, I've just, out of all the Marvel, I've been a Spider-Man fucking... Everyone's been a Spider-Man
Everyone's-
Also,
fan
if I
at
could
some
point a
point.
little bit of criticism at it, I just didn't like the way Spider-Man was portrayed.
I know, that was the best portrayal of
I
Spider-Man
think he was
so
actually
far.
a good Spider-Man and a good Peter Parker because I could actually see.
Yeah.
Tom Holland, he's not like the pretty boy that fucking Andrew Garfield was.
Oh yeah.
And he wasn't the
Weird
kid that
Fucking Tobey Maguire was.
He was
he
a-
was
he
like
was a
right in the
happy
middle,
balance,
right
a
in the
happy
middle, right in the
balance,
middle.
yeah.
Yeah, but it was more so that they portrayed him as like a really cringy teen.
He was though.
He
Yeah,
was.
but that's the whole
I
point.
understand.
Spider-Man.
I understand that, but they kind of overdid it a little bit.
I think that was the point of overdoing it. Like it was, hey,
He's a nerd.
he's
That's right.
even though he's
he's a
a
little cringy
superhero and
nerd.
has these massive responsibilities, he's still a
Spider-Man's like
teenager.
fucking 14.
I get that, yeah.
Yeah.
But do you know at the very
Like,
start, whenever he had the whole, oh hey guys on YouTube and all that, like, oh hey guys, look at that, I'm just fucking Spider-Man now, you know. I really.
Oh yeah, that bit was a bit over the top, because
That was on YouTube. That was
It
just
remind-
a vlog. that he
it
made.
reminded
Yeah,
me
yeah,
of,
it's
like,
the same thing.
what 40-year-old men in a boardroom think that
what-
kids
yeah.
these days are like. They're like, kids these days, they've always videoed things on their iPhones.
Another thing.
And they're also Bill
I'll be honest,
Cosby. or
Another thing.
something.
I
They're
think
always filming
one of the
things
best thing
on
about-
their iPhones and they're
I
giving
liked
a goes
how
and
they
they're-
did, when he was doing like the whole fucking video thing to start, how it tied into Civil War. Because like during whenever the fight, he was like, "Oh yeah, lads, oh shit, I have to go fight Captain America."
Also, they didn't do something stupid like do another.
Wait,
origin
hang on a
story.
second.
Yeah,
You
I
can't
could-
see it, but
they
seriously
did not-
just dabbed at the end of that sentence. So, just so you know what kind of person.
Just so you know which one to hate, like.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, that's why I love as well.
It wasn't another
They did not
origin
do
story.
another, and they referenced Uncle Ben once, but they didn't even do like this. Oh yeah, she's been through enough. That's it.
Yeah.
They didn't have to go through like you've seen the origin story.
Yeah,
You've seen
like,
two different Spider-Mans.
if you haven't by
the
now,
Batman
just
origin
go
had it
fucking
done
watch
that.
another
If the
video.
Go,
Batman
go.
origin had it done that, like when they were given, they give the Batman origin again in
Yeah.
no
Batman
reason
versus
to do it.
Superman.
Like they did it in Gotham.
No,
They
but
did it in fucking the fucking.
Batman Begins.
Batman
they do it a
Begins.
stupid way as well. They're
And
like,
then they did it in Batman v Superman. They didn't
Oh,
have.
yeah.
They had no reason to do it
this
in Batman v
happened,
Superman.
but it's not. It's technically not an origin story. You fucking did it again. Just shut the fuck up.
Okay, so back around again. Shane, favorite movie of all time then?
Favorite movie of all time:
Oh yeah, it's. Give me a minute.
Black Dynamite.
Shane has been trying to get us to watch Black
I have
Dynamite.
been infatuated with
Shane,
Black
turn
Dynamite
your
ever
phone
since I
off.
watched
Turn your
it.
phone off silent.
Oh yeah, let me turn my phone off silent here. Let me.
Let's see this.
Speaking of how much he likes Black Dynamite here,
I'll show you Shane's ringtone there. Tell me when you're ready, Shane.
Yeah, dude. There, whenever.
All right, send. Whoever wants to.
The anticipation. He just sent me. Well, it basically Black Dynamite. It was a fairly recent movie made in 2010, but it was made to look like.
Recent?
No, but you know, it's
I get what you mean. The last 7 years. Okay.
But no, I mean it's a movie made recently that's made to look like an old movie. It's made to look like
I actually thought it was an old movie.
It's what?
No.
I thought it was an
No,
old
it
movie.
was
like-
made in 2010, but it was made to look like a very low budget, very cringy
Kind of like
70s
Tom Fury.
movie.
What was it? Shaq? Not Shaq. He was
Big Shack? Man's on
Don't do this, please. He was a. I feel like it was a parody of there's this like black detective guy, and he was like, shit, I can't even remember the name.
It
That's
kind of
about-
reminded me of Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
When you say I get reminded of Kung Fury. Kung Fury though.
I've never
Kung
watched Kung
Fury's
Fury,
good
but
hilarious
it's just like my favorite quote from Black Dynamite is, "First lady, I'm sorry a pimp slapped you into that china cabinet. I was using excessive force." If that doesn't tell you what kind of movie this is, I don't know. It's just such a good movie.
It sounds great. Mark.
My favorite movie of all time.
We all know what.
We all know
I think
what's
we know
coming,
where
man.
this is going.
Can we all make it?
Should we go into the backstory first of what this movie is?
what do you mean?
I feel like we know what movie it is.
I can already
Okay,
tell.
well,
what
No.
Which one
I think
with
you
the
think it's
backstory?
gonna be The Inglorious
Oh
Bastards.
shit! Yeah, I
No.
know. Actually, no. Now I know.
I'm gonna guess. Is it Saving Private Ryan?
I'm gonna go off a little bit. There's 3 movies. I've forgotten the first one.
We said one movie. You
You fucking tired.
That's one of the first, like just
There-
the best.
All right. Well, you see, it's a tough choice, right? Because there's 3 movies I really enjoyed, and they're kind of on par, I guess. But it would be between the Inglourious Bastards, I'm not talking about the one made most recently. I'm talking
Not the
about one-
Tarantino one.
Not
A
the Tarant-
shitty 80s movie.
It was made back in '78.
Did it have like Arnold in it? It had Arnold in
It
it.
didn't. No.
What?
No. But it was a really really good movie.
He watched it
surprisingly.
by accident.
I-
We told him to watch Inglorious Bastards. He said
He fucked it up?
He said that he enjoyed it, and then at one point he said, "I didn't really like that scene at the end with the train," and that was the thing that tipped us off. That it was like he watched the wrong movie, and he was happy with the movie that he watched. Sorry about that.
Brilliant.
No, but you see, the movie I watched, The Inglourious Bastards, was from 1978. But basically, it was based on, alright, there's a couple of guys here, they're in a prison. They're all American soldiers and they're being taken back for court-martial and whatnot. And
And whatnot.
and whatnot. But they've all done various things. Like, for example, probably the best one was that the pilot was, he was a really good fighter pilot, but it turned out he ended up using his plane. Instead of going into battle every weekend, he would head off back to his mistress in
Touch
London.
kids.
Touch kids.
Mark, give a brief synopsis. You realize people aren't ever going to watch this film
yeah.
or care about it.
Yeah.
Brief synopsis. A couple of war crime people.
War criminals.
War criminals. That's
I'm gonna put that on my resume. I'm a war crime person. Please hire me. The Third Reich.
So they end up heading off towards a court-martial. Their car gets attacked by a couple of Germans, and they decide, okay, here, look, we're going to escape and go to Switzerland because it's a neutral country. So it basically just follows their entire journey, and they end up meeting some German chap who's trying to defect as well.
So it's nothing like.
No, it's
Inglourious
completely nothing like it at all. There's nothing to do with Jews in it.
Okay.
But anyways, so then they get roped up because they accidentally killed a bunch of American soldiers that were on a.
I actually thought you were going to say they killed a bunch of Jews.
Mark,
there for a second.
Mark, this
Mark,
is still
we said
too long.
brief.
Brief, Mark.
Fucking hell.
Brief,
like.
Mark. Like nobody cares about this movie, Mark.
Only
And
you.
so they get contracted on this mission that they have to do. They carry it out really.
No, you just
And,
have to know the tone. It's a
war
very it's an action. It's a 70s action movie. Like
Disappointment.
it's a 70s action war
involves
movie.
it involves a train scene at the end that was kind of really shittily shot, and then at the very end it made it up with the fact that they filmed the explosion of the train and all sorts and that sort of scene on a miniature train set.
Oh really?
They usually do
fil-
that anyway.
Yeah, I know, but it was just so obviously a miniature train set. It wasn't like CGI sort of, okay, we're gonna make this look realistic. No, it genuinely.
Okay, we're gonna go. Mark, we're gonna move on from you now
But yeah,
because
so it was a good
F-boy.
movie, but hold on, I'm not done.
Oh my god!
No,
Just shut the fuck up, Mark!
Inglourious Bastards.
no one cares about it right now.
But then the one though that, in all fairness, I probably should call the best one because I watched it. What am I on now? 15 times. Would probably be Saving Private Ryan.
Sad.
F-boy.
Okay.
We're up at 11.
I don't think you have to summarize Saving Private Ryan.
No, but it was a good movie. I
If
enjoyed
you haven't watched Saving
Actually,
Private Ryan,
fun fact.
what
I
the
haven't
fuck,
watched
like?
Saving Private Ryan.
If this is a
Fun fact.
fucking fun fact
No,
that's
yeah.
going to last the next hour,
It's
I'm
gonna
gonna
last.
kill
It's
myself.
gonna last less than a minute. Don't worry, right?
Mark, you suck.
I know.
Mark, do you like Forrest Gump? I mean, do you like Forrest Gump?
I haven't seen Forrest Gump.
But you're a Tom Hanks fan, aren't you?
Yeah.
Have you not
You're a
seen one
Tom
of his-
Hanks fan and have not seen Forrest Gump.
Hey, one of his most famous movies.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
Jenny.
Anyway, we've gone too
Let's
far.
Let's go.
Alright,
Come on.
but-
Okay, Ed-boy.
Ed-boy.
Moving on to
Ed-boy.
Ed-boy.
Okay.
Mark.
Fine.
Okay,
Ed-boy.
Favorite movie personally, it's tied between either Drive or Stand By Me. Stand By Me was a fucking
Ooh, yes.
fantastic movie.
I haven't seen
That
either
movie
of
was
those.
good. I really like
Um,
that movie.
Wait, is
I've seen
Drive
either
the
of
one
those,
with Ryan
Gosling.
Gosling?
Yeah, Drive is think Baby Driver, except your man is like it's not all action and fucking crazy driving and shit.
Isn't that the guy where the main character is supposed to be autistic?
No, the thing is,
I heard that- I
you don't
always
really
heard that-
know, like he's really mellow and he's really chill and shit, but then he fucking smashes a guy's head into the corner of an elevator with his fucking foot, and it's like
Sounds pretty autistic. to
That
me.
reminds me of American
It is-
History X.
like
Sounds like you, Shane.
Like basically, it's all about this guy who's
Replace vending
he's a
machine
stunt
in the
driver,
corner.
but he's also a getaway driver. Shit goes wrong. XYZ happens. He fucks up some guy, but like also he's like in love with this single mother and shit, and like she's got
He's
some
after
shit
that
going on
kid.
as well. But like, it's just
It's fucking
See, that's how you do
stellar.
a brief synopsis.
That's how you do a
fucking
brief
Mark.
synopsis.
I was
Mark.
given a sum.
You don't have to give the background of every character.
It
He
is
went off
fucking
into fucking London to diddle kids every second Tuesday. like,
no, every second Sunday.
So they can-
oh, I apologize.
Sorry.
I apologize.
Like,
That's God's
absolutely
day.
stellar, but
You
I
have
do
to
have
touch
to
the
say
kids on
Stand
God's
By
Day.
Me. Stand
Okay.
By Me was the favorite.
You know,
Okay.
which
Right,
Stand
I
By
think
Me
I know what
though,
Ryan-
which
I think I
Stand
know
By
what
Me
yours
though,
is.
which Stand By
I
Me,
feel like- is it
really
Fight Club?
hated that the you know,
It's
the kid
not
that had
Fight
to
Club.
I know there's just another one that you like, but I don't
hang
know.
on, we're having two conversations at the same time here. Shut up, Saoirse. What are you
Do
saying?
you know the kid that had to, you know, like the hard kid? You know, he was kind of like the rough sort of kid.
Yeah.
I didn't really like him that much in that movie.
Are you supposed to like him though?
I think you're meant
Are
to.
you supposed to like him, or is it
Although
one of
he's
these
kind of a
characters that you're
dickhead.
supposed to dislike?
No, like he's one of the four main characters, like. But I think he was just a bit of a dickhead.
Well, he was kind of meant to be a bit of a dickhead. Like he's.
Yeah, I know, but like I just didn't like him that much. And at the very end, I still.
I'm sorry, but you have to fucking admit there are two fantastic scenes, right? First one, train almost fucking obliterates
Oh yeah, no, that was a
every
fucking
single one.
brilliant scene.
The second scene, where the kid finds a fucking nice little leech nestled in his pubes.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
They have to.
Wait, hang on.
Okay.
What year was this made? I went to watch
It-
Stand By Me one time, but there were like 3 different movies.
It was years and years ago, but
yeah, but
well,
which
when I
one? There
say
was like
years
one
ago.
from the 80s, one from like the
Stand By
60s, and
Me.
one from like
80s.
80s. Alright.
Basically, the whole premise of the movie is the fact that these 4 kids hear about a dead body, and they go, "Oh fuck it, let's go and have a look and try and find this dead
Let's
body."
go take a poke at this dead body.
Yeah, exactly. That is literally it. Okay.
That's what they planned to do. They brought sticks and everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they all go and they go on this massive fucking trek to go and like, you know, find this dead body, and they eventually go through like kind of like a swampy region, and you know they all walk through it, and they get back up out of the water. The water goes like waist high or so. And then they all stand there, and like one of them finds like a fucking leech on his arm. He's like, "Oh shit, leeches!" And you know they fucking smack him off and everything. They fucking like they literally strip down. They're like, "Shit," right? And fucking one of them was standing there, and like he's like, "Wait a minute," and he opens up his fucking boxers, and he's like, "Guys," and he fucking puts his hand down and pulls out this giant fucking leech. I'm talking like this fucking big. You can't fucking see it in the podcast.
Like a
But,
foot
like,
long or something? Or?
Like a
A foot long leech.
fucking foot long leech after slapping
3
off
inches
him.
wide.
Like I'm talking like this
You
giant.
open up your boxes. Shit, I turned into Danny D.
That's 1 inch away.
So like this giant blood.
Wait, do you know how long Danny D's dick is, man?
We looked this up the last time we were here.
Anyway, and like he fucking faints and shit. You think he's after dying because his fucking leech is after slapping him on his up his knob, like. And, like
Wait, there's a second tentacle down there.
anyway,
You have a
absolutely
tentacle
stellar movie.
It's longer than yours, anyway.
Right, favorite movie of all
How
time.
many chromosomes do you have? More than you, anyway.
My favorite movie of all time would be
Fight Club?
Ferris Bueller's Day Club.
Ferris
Ferris
Bueller's Day.
Ferris Bueller's Day Club. Sorry, I forgot to write the
Day Club.
Day Club, boy.
Rule number
It's
1
when
of Day
Ferris
Club:
Bueller-
you
Day
do
Off.
not talk about
Day
Ferris
Off.
Bueller's Day Club.
Ferris Bueller's
Ferris
Day Off.
Bueller's Day Off is by far my favorite movie. I watched it when I was like really small.
Same.
Like my mom showed me. She put it on one day. I just thought it was really cool. Like there was nothing. It wasn't weird. Like every movie I'd seen prior to seeing that movie was like shit. This like there's something wrong with this character. He's like he could die. This character might go off somewhere or something like that.
Oh yeah, there was always like a big thing in it.
Yeah,
There was,
always
like,
a big thing. But
like a life-changing thing.
life-changing climax. But in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, it was really just a day off. It was like they skip school, go off into the city. Of course, like Cameron, he's having a bit of like a life crisis because, you know,
My favorite scene.
Fucking
in
mental
my
breakdown.
favorite
That's
scene
right.
in
Ferris
Ferris Bueller's Day Off is when Ferris tries to get more Christmas lights than Danny DeVito. That's my favorite part.
Hang on,
fucking,
what?
Did
Did
you
you
fucking
watch
put
it
on
for
Deck the Halls?
Did
my shit right
Did
now?
you happen to watch a different, pull a me on this one?
No. He's fucking referencing Deck the Halls, which is a different movie, but same actor in it. Fuck you. Don't you put that smut in with my favorite movie of all time, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Hey,
Hey.
the Halls is great.
Deck Gotta love me some Danny DeVito. No, but like, Ferris Bueller was just, it was a big change for me, because I'd never seen a movie that didn't have a massive life altering.
It didn't take itself so seriously.
Yeah. I thought it was great. And then, of course, you know, young Charlie Sheen wasn't too bad to see.
Charlie Sheen was
Charlie Sheen
Yeah,
was in
Charlie
that,
Sheen.
I,
was in that.
I haven't seen Ferris Bueller's Day.
Charlie
It's
Sheen,
so
like
great.
in every movie, acted like a sex god. Okay,
He was a drug. He was a drug. He was a definite druggie in that.
he was a sexy druggie.
Did-
Okay,
Sexy
have,
druggie.
have we come to Saoirse yet? Saoirse,
No.
did you say what your favorite
Saoirse,
movie
what's your
was?
favorite movie of all time?
See, I've been looking at. Like, I've been through 44 pages of movies and sub movies, and I'm trying to think because I don't really like have a favorite movie, but because you know I don't really pay attention to it that much. I'm more of a TV show guy. So
Would you rather we just for you we switch it to a TV
no,
show?
obviously gonna be Gotham. Anyway, so I think if I had to pick a movie, it'd have to be Star Wars. Get
Stop looking at memes!
We're busy right now. I would have to pick if it classic, you know, Star Wars Episode 5. It had to be Strikes Back because Empire Strikes Back was probably was fucking amazing.
Star Wars is gay.
the little fucking
All the hate comments are coming. All the hate
Oh, all the hate comments from the 2 viewers we're gonna get, which are me and you.
no, the two viewers. One of them's like, "Fuck you, Star Wars is gay." The other one's like, "Fuck you, Star Wars, that's gay." That's gay.
That's gay. Star Wars, that's gay.
Yeah, like
Had to
just
add in
the
the
Star
time
Wars
there.
trilogy in general, not the prequels. Fuck the prequels. Like the New Hope, Return
hate
of
sand.
New Hope,
course
Empire
it
Strikes
gets
Back,
everywhere.
and Jedi. If I had to pick,
True though.
like to be fair,
That's where it's to live. But
I would probably watch the 3 of those like on repeat if I could, but I don't have the fucking time. Even though I do have the time, I just don't want to do it.
All right.
So,
So,
where are we at the podcast?
I think that's a good place to stop.
How long's the podcast?
Podcast.
1 hour 35 minutes.
An hour
An hour
35 minutes. That's a good.
I think it's a good
nice
time to end the podcast.
Right,
So we
how-
all sign off.
How are we
one
gonna
by
end
one?
this? How are we gonna end
We
this?
should all
We
sign
should all
off one by
do
one.
something to say random shit.
Say random shit. Okay. Frogs are gay. Movies are great. And that's all you
Stick
need.
around.
Slip and slide. I never get the right.
That's a steal.
That's a steal. Fuck you, Bane. I hope my dick tastes nice.
That's
That's
another
a wrap.
quote. That's another quote.
Like, all right.
Let's just end it now.
Yeah, come on. Just stop
You
this.
just press the button.
It's done. Come back next time.